ewo ye man Ghana mu da sebre agye dwamena Gordon Asarebidiako ebe kame ho ama ye djumadi ede ebrel sanso na ye ka Kwame Jasi any producer wotayechi ema ye djumadi ede eba tele bia unse ye won aya course na fe na eba well anti ye da mo nyina ase ema mo nyina akwa aba edeba movement in the morning djumadi so asida kase nkoma asante asakase nkoma Martin yima ene cooking no nyina asida kase nkoma Cassandra ene Isaac se mo so etechiri ema ye djumadi eba didi ochirman so ye dana papa pa se anopei wakan ho na ye djumadi ni nyina ede ebebronti afen na do afidi ato ase a aha eye movement in the morning memo akwaba memo ache anopei ye woni ma bibiri ahye ede ama enti stay tuned aha na betin sem ni nyina enye ni si anopei ache sa na so abo apaosma edu enson movement in the morning jumedi ni midi ede Kwaku Dawuro da sebre Dawuro
Dawuro
na boko de
awadu tumi nti bibia e boko
bibi ekoyi
na me adom bibia ekoyi
ede yankopon ase se anopei so odi so ababidu ensem bebri na ewo but two issues and major ones and it's endra Supreme Court etnase ama Supreme Court idi juma pa na anopei ensem bi ha adwen kakra who say per the standing orders of parliament and the constitution no krata majority no the court to speaker nim a year requirement say anytime be a parliament ebe kwa humjim ana speaker ebe suspend the house no sini day no sempe o pese o san free parliament na ba say wunya at least 15% of members of parliament sign na ye de come speaker eba say speaker edi emra so within 7 days na recall parliament ma parliament better see adwuma krata deputy majority chief whip edi koye no ene 7 days no adu endra council of state for ekoshia speaker of parliament enye ni kodi nkomo say nia ekoso ewo manimu no enye fe enti ese omo behwe kon befa so a omo so betimi aboa na asomdwe so aiden etimi ba ye kom koye a speaker na omo di nkomo a yes speaker say ni oma kanyina wate na otu kwan ene na wako hwan conference on hwan speaker na okwa nyame ya adum a next month obeba no aba be free parliament na parliament etimi aye adwuma enti speaker ebu constitution of the republic and standard orders of parliament no wabunu animtia say even though 7 days no aso ene no on free parliament no nti oja ho akọ but I don't know say all kwei no say the deputies no honorable Joe say usu so betimi a free parliament no abama parliament na be transfer ya adwuma say so speaker no na say ono so eba no be free I don't know nti mehia education on sa ade no nti kwame jesinye na on free lawyer for no bi eman na yeni omo eni enkomo na omo emwan na yente ensem ni bi asiye because Andra who say Supreme Court a judge for no mobu yefu na Andra Chief Justice ebisa say adenti na yete omemu na there is a looming constitution crisis and a constitutional crisis are eba na obia enke and we are in a national parliament ain't mean trusting because of obi ahomaso any obi emra on person de be adwumenti speaker of parliament wa funtaban papa penimu a watena parliament aye adwuma so parliament almost nkwan na nyina ye be o speaker of parliament a afedie usi nana tabi ne boro nyom ma mi hu ho osi ma konkon aja fedie wo si Ghana fo akonkon wo di ye sika that's ability o hwe SSC cite speaker of parliament for causing financial loss to the state
boy kasa
di baba wo di ye sika agro atopre look and I don't know say ayi kan okumase na all can not the wada keke ewo wuntumi TV okumase awia na keke kan say all can na oye diplomatic say enye speaker no be di yanke bi aba na wawu na me say anakeke wusu every papa be di speaker sika Ghana for say wo papa yi ho
ne
yare ho ne akwantu ho na odsan di abro hwe until say Supreme Court ebema ruling say deputy speaker betimi a preside no say vote no anka ekiro so bia na any crucial moment bia about parliament pa na wafa okonkwanya ne kwan na ko osai bia nipa be 9
asesa domadi na
chi no na omakwa kwotena Dubai na oso yakosa na ho yare na okọ na ntokwasi parliament na NDC for twitwa MPs ni blade na yesi ni wafa motorcade na motorcade rider no na wakwa wu akwan mu ono kwa eyisu security 12 oni papa akofo wonya president na na akofo adokra president no oyisu security 12 paben eyisu sojafo be se ensia oyisu politifo be se ensia
ade
okambo ma 12 speak oyisu security for 12 security for 12 eno yisu na eni nyina chinda sebre ankanya ya abaya dwuma bia wo kana ha bia na sebre abai lawyer ni any attorney general etina oye minister of justice and attorney general and minister of attorney general and justice
minister of justice and attorney
general eti minister abaya dwuma bia wo kana ha bia no unya asem a o lawyer enti behu no ni ya siu ya say a friend is saying that Sibre versus the Attorney General. Now, say Obi Pese or the Sibre Echo Court. This not say that Sibre Abajumania. This was the Attorney General and the Beko Court. Because Attorney General a by lawyer Penia Udi Abas in Yamano. Now, Speaker of Parliament, he be dear pep. Now, or say, or lawyer. Now, a truck rat at the Kwakoma. Before so bet me a procure bibia na say ko PPA. No a track rata da kwa koma PPA for say or person or procure the services of a private legal practice. Now PPA for catch and say no, won't mean yes sir because etiamra no afa by force. Ovia Parliament e wo kasama for aye friend no Kate Ado or sha fear say kasama Parliament enye ne. Na papa yi akwa koma afuatenge I resign from the Ghana Police Service. No, I said number betka kita do Parliament wo. No, I fa esidin ketia et number betka Parliamentary Service Board no. Na afei de se contract of Parliament wo enuma ne ade ho nyina na wa gini nyina ma ne nkrofo. Nanu ya asemi ba ye. Ana huko hia se mo de Hansard copy be Parliament. Nipa oye adwuma o de Hansard no Emma SN Franco Court no. When you say speaker Emma Bokrata man.
Yeah,
o make sure ni NTS unity and a twina so.
Akirino.
Yes. Speaker Bokrata man. Ora no say o make sure no nti a ense say o twina so anase o unity. Sa Hazard noendre ho asem kra pi Supreme Court. Asante pacho fa krata na media ma no. Fa krata na to so. Na ye ni ati for enko krata mu kakra. Be ya or with all a apologies to and I so say ubetimi a bimna ha ye hade. Sakrata yi omo on December 2022 na wotro edikoko ekoma eye o na opening na den. O tro edikoko ma friend saying PPA4 na ni ayi nyina ne se opese ofa lawyer na lawyer ni no ebe ye enti krata no se na mahu date wo so no ebe ju kura so so ema aisa wala enti o say request for approval to procure the services of external solicitor to support Parliament and the parliamentary service through the application of a single source method of procurement. Into obesa you use single source method of procurement. Now order now PPA for extra back to or say we make reference to your letter dated blah blah the date by there's a letter called 15th November 2022 on the subject above. At the 31st board meeting of the 5th board held on Thursday 8 December 2022, the board could not approve your request to use the single source procurement method to engage a master at law as an external solicitor to support Parliament and parliamentary service at a retainer fee of 5,000 Ghana cedi and a specific fee for the conduct of a constitutional case in the Supreme Court at a fee not exceeding 300,000 Ghana cedi. The board noted that since the Attorney General is the principal legal advisor, the board is of the considered opinion that parliamentary service should continue to use the service of the AG in all legal matters. We count on your usual cooperation. Na clerk of parliament assign and other koi edekokoma a PPA4. That's bri near Chene say Speaker of Parliament Etrocrata on the 15th of November edekoma PPA4 Public Procurement Authority say opese offer lawyer for na ombuana lawyer for no form no or form through sourcing. Yes, we are born to po say we are na person me fan na me dey say adwuma no na obetua na kabos no bia 5,000 na anytime a lawyer no be kwakodi asem e Supreme Court bi obedi obetua na 300,000 which is 3 billion old cedis and na odi betua no and na PPA tro command say there be ya gitu enye enye mran no na Attorney General any aban lawyer penin enti o asem bia no a Friday former Attorney General na onhwe no onka asemi ma. Do you know say court asemi ba nyina achi no still speaker PPA that directive na achi no speaker still afa tade sorry and the so law firm no and on your more say adwuma no and otua ne ka
na onyeska no no ditua mo ka
parliament sika no look parliament sika no last a year or so parliament edin budget and nothing as speaker etimi ka say senana Akufo-Addo increase parliament budget anya de obe approve o man budget media ye adwuma enti wa fa papa no tade sorry no wa fa no illegally enti entra ho asem ne pie wo na intelligence account court no wa employ in service illegally oni emre bia and ba say ya oni pebiti se okugyeto ablakwa
eni de ohun nyansa emeka ho asem
ohutini okugyeto ablakwa sento okugyeto ablakwa we there okugyeto ablakwa say ono na o fight na o protect the public peace but okugyeto ablakwa is in parliament and the parliament Speaker of Parliament abuse Ghana for esika edibi sa no ho yare na osansu edibi atua sika hunu ediman krofo okugyeto ablakwa say we there ohun ye because we there clean we there ye ade speaker ye no eye emma o abuse Ghana for nyina na ka o abuse your resources nyina achi no ankonya de papa watoto parliament mu de nsafo agunu bag mu se ofu plane wako wotu kwan na endro da civil to serbo no kono no yes o se okọ 67th ACP International Conference ewo Austria na oba early next month oba be free parliament no obi parliament almost throw statement ba bonti endra da civil to serbo no council of state for kono ka chance baba bra ni no trase no how be ho no ma ye hwe ne nyiden ye so ano Amon free the dia nkita hu wie ya ro tro krata ba bonten se otu kwan into otu kwan na oba be free parliament no na parliament abaye adwuma
na speaker yentimi impeach na
obetimi impeach no eno tina ntra won se na chief justice ebuafu na obisa se na ndi o my ben yatimu o my ben ene yatimu a ye chichire a parliament kura ntimi ntra se o my ben ya
onipa ba ko penti
dade manche ba ko ayi chenchen ba ko ye di nkrofo sha se di speaker o memo nyene wo ba ya na baba no aboto ban o chareba na o sha hinche no we fra kente no wa say afede se wo di ahini ebom o ba wo se president me akura me de metimi atu ade so wo ntimi ntumi eji me afemi ye number 2 person me ye say why
aka clear ka o moye
Obebo. No, look, that crop bebo asofo yi bi pa pampin. Na no psa no pe na aka.
Anu kwa na aka. So ayan kremfo de, wa ya himfo de, aka de anya no na aka.
Aka cleric can say that crop bebo no odi akọ. Be hunu na and the reverend a doctor prophet a speaker of parliament aba king's first man aba na oba no obo no odi aba. Entra, ti supreme court judge na asemo kan. Ti asemo kan.
This is a constitutional crisis. We are living in a country where the parliament is not sitting. What is going on?
I'm not too sure that this is to enable parliament sit. It's to
I take it.
In general, Chief Justice and my many young man abaso. Look, a do baby a ni pe wa kukudro. Omna ombetimi take a decision on my team. And yan renandra mi tie papa we lawyer answer me re hoye
na say papa on we see say kwaso
look me tie papa no me re hoye and see as Supreme Court a friend for contempt a senior legal practitioner our director Ghana Law School pen
or personal hatred against
Akufo-Addo why a failure say Supreme Court on here extension of MPP. He said yesterday, said Supreme Court, and the judge for in that man.
Also, can say on the office, no say extension of Pantaya. On your mechanism.
Or time any page, and time to know, would you mean?
A lawyer Frank Davis or dealing with him and drop and I was happy, say, oh, yes, say, Adna Papa Penimua, when Yanyama do say, what Bobra, when ye, what Bobra, baby, about bread, no. Na umma otan etro kumam ema otime ke kansem hu se mi say ndo this virtually the court ni nyina anya yi ni nyina atam so afi do we MPP form no more responded to NDC for and all that and I was like why I didn't say Speaker of Parliament atoto Parliament mu de safo agunu botum e de na
uhunu boni bia wo
hu nya boni bia wo tse no de nyansa o ma oran sasare nyansa e wo mu ma say Speaker of Parliament take the whole democracy share Parliament be sorry before say Parliament be sorry no the constitution demands that election year as a Parliament a year budget for the first 3 months of next year and sana a new government take over or the budget about whether we like it or not, whatever the case may be, Ghana will have a new government because and now we're in a so a new person will take over with a new direction and a new focus. And also create constitutional crisis. Say, if we are saying budget no cry and me ama and never be the whole besia bi ho ma e say budget no de boa na Sydney and depreciating adina popping. Onipa baako
ekura nipa ekoba 40 million
40 million watekenya na actually
na wo akokora ansasare o nkenya nsempani bia o tifia dura o nana no gufi ya obetu omfo no ense we na okeka
na no mihia no aburi
na so mfa so ni se
otu bo jankwasi ahemfie mikodi djuma o ya sa branch o ya de na aden na jankwasi we de mon kasa nkyere no o ya modihie mon kasa nkyere ni ansasare ba bia wasi ni de wa hwe ya bema emebun no enso so abekasa
na say obi entra ma wo nkoa wo tan president Kufu Ado ntino onkeka ka se bi nkwase asem bia ebe say o man no because baby what tifia duri ansasare baby what tifia duri na se Supreme Court ko kasa e take decision na be didi o matema na wonyansa without him na we hefa papa panimo wonyansa na we e tanti na ma atutu e fom na mu wonyansa ahye ho because o tai nipa bi nti na o man sa na e chichire no.
Okay, you see to the bia Kwaku the nipa beyenti now you may be forced to go back. The boy say aden wo yes sir. Na answer put this say die in the scheme of things no major sure say he matters most sir. But enam say eboni din a abodin bi e ka ho say former director general Ghana legal Ghana law school na legal education one da no die. But ya monka say woye that time lawyer Ghana law school director he was interdicted. Ya monka no ka ho. President Kufuor time Kwaku. President Kufuor time one year Ghana law school head and they interdicted no. E free ho what the Nana Kufuor Ado atota kruwa mu sawo time na besine. Etimi de me I'm not surprised Kwaku mani agi eno ade course no. O share Supreme Court judges na omutie lawyer for me saying will be a submissions na clarity see this and chichimusi ba ye na ruling e ba said the Chief Justice her leadership wakasa ye with the authority of the state wakumaniji because under no circumstance ena state no yebeka say why anemic under no circumstance must the state to be seen to be anemic say afa say emoja krowo o man mu asa it o man ho odin abafom dabi Ghana ye state o manya all institutions of the state eye adwuma Ghana constitution baabie no wa aka say Supreme Court essential constitution baabie no wa aka say Parliament essential constitution baabie no wa aka say the executive that's the president and the vice president almost essential constitution baabie no wa aka the Ghana mrache ne say Ghana ni bi ntemra bi ase ne say eye ejiwase wa Supreme Court pen na was ahoden no so mo ni jeje mo beba nobody. Speaker of Parliament wo ye hwan Speaker of Parliament etimi se mra magana Kwaku emra bay na aba Ghana ya ka say we act of Speaker of Parliament Kwaku emra bay na aba Ghana ya ka say we act of Speaker of Parliament act of Parliament and the Speaker is not a member of Parliament.
When you're a member of Parliament
emrabe na abagana yes speaker and this idea way speaker the move motion say and the speaker and atebu bibi say parliamentarians e kwa discuss e bi mada emrabe ni wo Ghana standing in the name of speaker of parliament die kwesi ye ba ya ema papa we ebe ye speaker of parliament die I think say ye twam wo Baba bia wo koya wo gi ni mo man hu die Kwaku abofu no airtime na enna wutie ayi judges na wutim say de ekoso no eyo ma hometi na wutu so omo ye moderate kwa kakra how on earth say
eba sa no wan hye ho so a
omo shamo so how on earth say state affairs supreme court the ruling about say in fact oman ka say the speaker of parliament we hear no what you almost said what the assembly waka say members of parliament in the part 9 no ma ye hu almost so members of parliament bi no almost said there be stay of execution twen so na ye ni asem no na mo on to say be di asem no hu almost say omo ye members of
o se twen so ne say Omo wo kotena fie asem no betimi a travel more than 38 days aka no
yes
see di asem no wie na omo di bima how do you compensate them
yes
but say ye di omo ye adwuma na ye di asem no wie na omo di fa wo lusu hwe
obi lusu hwe
but say onyi omo di a enipa mpempem a wo suhum e wa agona west e wo for minani ade no they will lose representation in parliament
yes.
And this obi oye first second deputy speaker no so no obe lose that position no by virtue say we yin edidi for parliament no and lawyer Kwaku can say you also afraid the sorry say it doesn't lie in the bosom of the Supreme Court to determine whether a parliamentary seat is vacant or not. Now a high court and they say you know say
the speaker you say high court
or you say high court na ye and not na parliament to edwa na num say we declare seat vacant no
and that's high court or high court
I didn't know fan high court I didn't ya
Debi Obakwaku say something called Moka say doesn't lie in the mouth of Fenisi and lie in the jurisdiction of Supreme Court no Supreme Court in car say omo declare obi seat vacant.
In fact, the Supreme Court said
interpretation of the
Supreme Court said yesterday say even if case in the High Court and the High Court will have to refer
the case to
the Supreme Court for the interpretation of Article 97.
Yes, because why constitutional interpretation
in the case of Senator Rawlings. Okay, Senator Rawlings. Say Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court interpretation. And sana esa ba High Court for sa ruling na etimi court so even if at the end call High Court to na ebekwa ko wie Supreme Court
but ko wie Supreme Court you no be aspect of the case you be the constitutional interpretation aspect no say Supreme Court interpret we say pa it comes back to High Court to make a ruling say based on the Supreme Court to call say this say no but we see it no vacate
and I say ube
so crowd seat enti dey tade sorry can Kwaku is say na say Ghana dey yes High Court position as I dey aka Supreme Speaker of Parliament one
in fact Speaker well any question about me bisa
dey can one because the Chief Justice says what is going on what is going on in this country
where Parliament is not working
enti say no one no abamba bi ni Kwaku me shut now na me ra hu because Speaker of Parliament woni to me bia Ghana
and so
Speaker of Parliament woni to me bia me so
7 days
na mom no say BBC wa Parliament ye kasa wa hane se ye kasa tia Parliament ni ye kasa contempt of Parliament Kwaku wo friend ye kasa ye nkwa obeden
odobe court
what other no ni asa no fa yantum
so to me here
so this Speaker of Parliament attempts this year yeah na so kasa wa contempt of Parliament na say of friend say me nkwa Kwaku mi se je no obeye what dey make court so what dey make court to judge say court so change Parliament Na mom no court to frame me a Kwaku take asa menko.
Dabi.
Se me ka se menko a, se me semo, mo me difference ni nie. Me to say minya parliament kasetia. Na say omo frame me se menko a. Ghana police for edi kwan so ma be cheme. So speaker anti-man orders will be my match me. Na mom court to frame me say memra. Na me say me nko dia. Ghana police na the whole Ghana police will never tell about me. Because my book court anymore.
Yeah, maha, you baby a bishop be a better.
Better go be a better me.
I police official baby. I
saw demo. Semi demo. But speaker of parliament team must have order.
Bench warrant and coach you.
So Jawanum, Babel. So Jawanum autocratic 10 days is a woman. I fed a broso, a bong.
My uncle share
a day.
Chief Justice ruling in dra. If we are a lawyer, a big constitutional lawyer back, a BD and come on. I would say, or Shemo live from Tamale.
Oh,
in terms of Hammer, I will know for. I no pay so on say OD attempt.
Stop it.
Attempt. And I could attempt. Maintain Chief Justice in Wiener, a buyer. Asante and Chief Justice, and I ain't finding common.
The president and president are exempt from obeying the orders of the Supreme Court when they are made to give his duty to prevent a violation of the Constitution. President and Vice President are exempt from the orders of the Supreme Court when they are made to give effect to his duty to prevent a violation of the Constitution. Because of the irreparable harm to the constituencies made up of hundreds of thousands of Ghanaians who would have lost their MPs without the option of a by-election, and the irreparable harm to the MPs who would have lost their seats in Parliament in these last few weeks to the 7th December elections, if the meaning put on Article 97(1) Speaker was enforced without a clear determination of the disputes around it, this court found it expedient to compel the parties to allow an early hearing rather than make an order that would last only 10 days. This is the reason.
As I Mr. Shena, a chief share video na intimi enquire Mr. Shena for video nebra.
Vice President are exempt from obeying the orders of Supreme Court when they are made to give effect to his duty to prevent a violation of the Constitution. Because of the irreparable harm to the constituencies made up of hundreds of thousands of Ghanaians who would have lost their MPs without the option of a by-election, and the irreparable harm to the MPs who would have lost their seats in Parliament in these last few weeks to the 7th December elections, if the meaning put on Article 97(1)(g) by the Speaker was enforced without a clear determination of the disputes around it, this court found it expedient to compel the parties to allow an early hearing rather than make an order that would last only 10 days. This is the reason for the Supreme Court's orders abridging the 14 days allowed for defending a constitutional action through a statement of case and directing the parties' respective statements of cases within 7 days and present the issues for resolution immediately thereafter. If the parties had complied with the court's orders, this would have taken all of the 10 days the applicant urges an ex parte order ought to last. Compliance would also have enabled this court to dispose of this case by this week, including the question of whether the suit is competent in form or the jurisdiction of this court has been properly invoked. It is important, and the question of whether the jurisdiction has been properly invoked is different from whether the jurisdiction exists. It's a different legal question. It's important to place on record that both the plaintiff and the have complied with these orders, and this court is able to complete hearing of the speaker chooses to file no processes. For the above reasons, the action is refused.
Okay, so that's when I got in. It's from Mofa and say video number. I don't know what happened, but Mofa and change. So that was the Chief Justice. Mame get through Tokonum. Now, Endra, others Supreme Court no a year no. Attorney General can say, Speaker lawyer no only any locus cry in the whole video in the whole year. So yeah. Oni ayibia woman so ye nti asante really okay all right ode mate nti as I say I'm told say parliament speaker friend says ruling beba on the November 11 court November 11 yeah I say 6/6 of this month next month offer in response and family
and right there course that me rahu to the extent say speaker of parliament Ghana na show na speaker of parliament ne lawyer Tado sorry aye awe o maka bomu say o mobema o man no empuntu akwa echi and right chief justice bisa Tado sorry say okay say ka mo at some ya de bayi e ka mo the responses baya e ke bit me di asem no was say time no nsoin 7 days na say the Kwaku so say 7 days
yeah
was say ensoin and was say da ben yourself mo no ogina ho no was da ben yourself mo was say 21st and I say 21st dia say the 28th no 7 days in aso it is ka enra no mo call parliament no afeda kata do sorry che say ka enra no afeda komba be start another 7 days oh adwe bone it is ka chief justice amene ni anya din a en ka afeda komba be count 7 days from yesterday is of the day they receive the service you know they come omo fa je adwuma na je so mo abbo mutibu pose chinchini asem no omo be se be ka ntem se de be adade manche ebe ma enkura ene nkotre akwaje parliament aboso
and na 7 days so free parliament no eso na otu kwan so what to parliament
no dey say pedifo change say
egu the bag
what is the remedy for this
na yenkwa ahoma no so ne ene ora Augustine Safo agi eni enkomo Asafo okay Augustine Asafo agi eni enkomo or a private legal practitioner Obani good morning Bachona opomu tseyo
Nyame adom okay
nyame adom yenso ye ho ye pa na eja ebasi ya na abamonche na ye beje enchimo kakra and pra minim so timi follow Supreme Court asina
me follow kakra fine
na it saying
say brand dey baby ameka say yeti o man no ma ya den say I was saying na itimetina together na dey emra na ebetimi abo am ye nyina etimi atena asumdwe mu ana say etimi ene ye yonko atena ene sa say bibi ankoso once I decided say ebetimi together there emra na ebebo ye ho ban emra no anso na ye bi bia yes I will be betimi afa ye no mum enti meka ne say me chia wo ni otiefo nyina ne o panel members ni nyina
tiefo agi wo so na entra sani aseni ni koye eni emuaya Supreme Court e de baaye no wo as a private legal practitioner no na etisen because matie enkrofo bebre e kira dwene e wo ho na etisen
me say ya de meka ne say Supreme Court aka senior emrano esitie pepepe ena enye by force say the court my judgment by all means you must agree with them if only omo enya adwea emrana so ma opportunity to either appeal or seek a review. Inti say and non idea who exercises our right, maybe not 10 years, so when you're satisfied. You say there must always be an end to litigation. And you know, maybe you never got to you do, baby, you do, you do. I want to run on Edward Quackleton. Oh, you're going to share in me. Senior is it here? No, maybe a Supreme Court to be about to do.
And the speaker application of the Choir and Supreme Court at dismiss, you know. A bit as a procedure, any Senate Supreme Court apply Emrano and Fanny Quemu. Say now, who know?
Okay, so I'm running the one much or much constitutional provision and a Supreme Court no so I'm running about mobile, right? Apart from the Court Act and the Constitution, there is also what we call CI-16 and only constitutional instrument 16 and also no. Supreme Court adi to share the rules ne kwan ya fa so yi omo fa so yi omo bi bia samra no na omo fa e file omo written a call Supreme Court senka enye se omo bu senka omo bu mra bi so a anka ebeye easy ama applicants no. So we can secure a situation where the Rebecca say, "Choir and plenty of no Edina Samba court no one for choir person no uncle non time review. Mokaya and reading and saying na ubi say on say and maybe I say on say President ex-President Mahama a person of our contest game. And to be the Kodan Supreme Court. Supreme Court on share now only interpret constitution in a way Abema the NCAC will be our former president pen. He say no. If you are Oje watching the SBA now or mining the shadow no or some qualify say or baby man. Or more challenge kind of fast so they assembly court. Supreme Court by say when the CI-16 also intimo. Omobo asem to be wamra asem komankom the Supreme Court the enya neding say okwan awoso ewoso ofaso eba ede wasem bre omo no the one faso amfasa awasem na amba enya omo den kra say omo be sete o case no aside na enyoma no so wo wakwa homework yi na ode wasem na ba beto omo ni we are make I say minim some be kai say kan na ye that
okay make I pa asem chira adwen so kakra entra Supreme Court emwa na chi before se beba no Parliament majority no I request the speaker and recall Parliament na say request ni ba or within 7 days and 7 days in the best room ye hunu statement from Parliament and dra say Supreme Court Speaker of Parliament is utu kwan ne na obeba somewhere next month na oba free Parliament no in this situation at the end has say koso ni deputies ni betimi a recall Parliament and I send the BCI
within the Constitution. If the Speaker is unavailably present absent, the vice or the deputies no can the deputies can be really the deputies no can deputize for him and so only one the business only one the deputies no in fact anuntina yede deputies no ehihye sene beya constitution no and as Parliament ebetimi aye adwuma nti sakobase ampa otu kwan ebia akohia man se oso otu kwan a ene oso otu saa kwan no nemom so otu saa kwan no so a the deputies ebetimi aye adwuma no amano.
Okay, the one concern and draw Supreme Court judge for no show here and say we are almost in the constitutional crisis.
Yes.
Na nia ekosui ye duru ho ye beduru ho and how do we avert sa pending constitutional crisis no?
We know clearly a case of power against power. That is what I see. But then somebody can say Yadimra and a Yajuma. And Brana said Yajuma no any constitution. And a constitution is actually ubia a level of power or work. Ubia the executive no I want the powers. Legislature I want the powers. And court and the judiciary also want the powers. And the actually how constitution is actually how omo etimi agile together. I say will be accountable to the other. Now, about and same say now, Russia say why a power and na obi etiaso. Me I say I am pass obi etiaso ana say obi etiaso. Na so obi etiaso akwan ben na ye paso a resolve sa etiaso na say asem na aban. We speaker and na akoye ruling and a declaration say nipa 90 and send for some of it was why MPs members of Intin were declared seats vacant because of some acts here on my and I will be saying assembly baba when you ultimately and same because to Supreme Court say and I want to to know a borders on constitutional interpretation because we know any and now almost who say and your man for MPs na yen and so no for the future na pray no thank for no move free omo parties and now position and no hold in this current parliament no enti no ugua say omo nsem fata so omo beto aso MPs wo e na enfom so e wo mu na omo de court process every Supreme Court every parliament. And so despite the fact that service now speaker Mohono and our parliament one speaker is a course wadi nano asem and I think more aye wasem no etuja. Amra one change thing so ama Supreme Court and me say na I was say eh. And na a call high Supreme Court na Supreme Court see. Sa order na speaker aye. For it to be effective, almost stay or done for now. Now, as some no any almost in better one. Any speaker no able to me a year Juma 10 years as an effort. And no one a dingy was so abba because they didn't feel say and maybe more parliament if you say, especially the speaker if you say. Oh, Chief Justice and after judiciary, Mumudi Munkui, Muntimin free court and issue order against the judiciary, the parliament, which is also another arm of government, and say it into the Mokan, media Juma. But then the constitution is very clear as to say, and send me by borders on constitutional, why in the war authority so between. And no na empono speaker na nkasa o ma ne rule no obi na no eto nanum to say eyampa say a border on constitutional interpretation nko ade a ene ono speaker no oni to me say obetire to the constitution ni mo the constitution are provided and no de be ye adwuma enna obi na no so ka say a Supreme Court Supreme Court court organ no your district court, your circuit court, your high court, your court of appeal, and your Supreme Court. A Supreme Court and a constitution man to me say about the interest of constitution or no and also to teach them. And over article 2 what say constitution ama Supreme Court authority on the interest of constitution no choice of no then kobate o makam orders bi so so a obi asa order no e fa no ho no e wo so odi so o eni so a o to o man no mra pon which is the constitution, and no, sir, offense our committee, what we call high crime. And it's our authority, no, and it's the very authority or the super authority in the country when it comes to these matters. And maybe they are, but the super authority when it comes to matters bordering on interpretation and others relative to that interpretation. And I am a say at this point, you know, United States the Constitution a Juma. Name you do baby I perceive choose which part of the Constitution you Juma and which other part you perceive the Juma. Once for me as a lawyer, Constitution making provision say when it comes to interpretation of the Constitution, it is only the Supreme Court. We all work with it. And the Speaker also agreed, say, that is what it is. And the expectation is, with that understanding, say, a Supreme Court in the interpretation, also a Sasha being under the same article, no say, pursuant to SAR interpretation, any embry woman. Supreme Court as our authority, so be directly obia, including the president and the vice president. Say ebedi Supreme Court
Don't you think, sir, Parliament and especially the Speaker of Parliament confuse Parliament are their masters of their own proceedings to the Constitution, because say Speaker of Parliament are doing and say Parliament dear or the no into be intimate chair Parliament where the Casa Parliament they are the masters of their own proceedings and our procedure no and no any constitution no difference between whom.
Okay, the Casa Parliament our mandate and other masters of their own rules. The first thing I can say, and you will be a better baby as a share a quiet Parliament at the Bay Juma. Intino. Your parliamentary rules are almost but no almost is a quite ban almost on basis. And as authority ban on Mujinaswa, or the basis of rules. Almost is rules now, almost in a constitution. Constitution under Article 110. And the Parliament authority say, on share on one Emra or the Bay in the Juma. Name of the same constitution also under Article 1-2. As I can say obi emrebia ebo manimu anase ebebo manimu apart from the constitution. Any constitution ebebo ebrebia no. Sa emra no to the extent of sa contradiction and I say inconsistency no ebeye analysis. You can be the master of your own rules. Ubesi your rules. But sa rules now ubesi no. And to me, may I and Chinese constitution. And to say the authority before the Supreme Court in summer. Now constitutional rules. Now within your rules, my authority, as saying the Supreme Court when it comes to these matters. Say, Obi to consider this personal out. Which as at now, minimum authority on original so Supreme Court ruling now woman and directive now woman me like for the age based on any particular rule of the rules and I say even based on the constitution. So part so far as I'm concerned, which of the rules are and as of which provision of any enactment and as which provision of the constitution I would not say based on that only authority now the Supreme Court under Article 2 also.
All right, me that's an inch me finally I will quendra yet again the former president as I attack the judiciary nibi and or northern region say I Ghana judiciary no any independent na constitutional bodies Ghana hagina no abaya was asay constitutional bodies including the Supreme Court of Ghana. Emo can say Supreme Court of Ghana no is no more an independent body. And some be say no, and in so war attempt adwuma no so at saying.
One day, me as a citizen of Ghana and also as a lawyer, me mostly these things me because your Maya open investment into your country, foreign direct investors, Embra, Omanemu. Na yenya leaders. Epeso mo chese ye your Maya yem famra enye adwuma. Ye your Maya ye judicial system no enye papa. Obi etimi ye di opea. Investor bia de nisike ba obe ni yam shino because onye too certain say one obenya problem wo oman judicial system no ebetimi a protect the investment. And only a very big issue in a lot of, for me also who do transactions, a lot of investors, they come to Ghana and sometimes based on these kind of comments, they move their money out of Ghana to different countries because of these kind of comments. Pay these things. Person some way. I was saying, and I person between. I was saying, you show confidence. Your system. Otherwise, going forward now, politicians, a ban mano, inya na enyuma ekoso na omanisika kam esokoso no. Some to be honest with you, I think say investors inya confidence. Emma. But politics. And a politics to the say the way I can. Me no many political idea kind of thing. Card me club your political card. Means me can say be a politician. But then you na so no. O my politics name politics o mo ye no e affecting in the be I see it me.
Okay. All right. Lawyer, my na se no pay any ebre a woni edi enkomo bibia ni a yebe san so aba. Enti lawyer Augustine Asafoji ena yeno no atwetwe enkomo. Da sebre
Dawuro.
Enti ne oho no. Enti former president Andrew Awatiasim ODD court na tem say court no enye independent and all that. Yanka tie for say no twaba pansema edu aben peche promo no ekoso. Star 256 star 4 hash star 256 star 4 hash for number 2. Number 2 ni Wuntumi Radio Movement TV Accra. Number 3 a number of tickets apesoto. Number 4 Umumu pin. Unya aboka ho sei pa wedi enkonimti misro omodia na yenesisia na enkonimdi so etimi ayewoda star 256 star 4 hash star 256 star 4 hash no afa 2 ni Wuntumi Radio Movement TV Accra. Na 3 no a number of tickets obetom. Yanka TFO bi mu say ochina 1st November. If you ochina kono movement in the morning ebeye extended version ebepon 10:30 a.m. each morning ko say ebeto aba awia no ya the movement election lens no ebeba. So the movement election lens no baby all the analysis, the data and bibia ya de ebeba ni mpanifo a dimu ne omo a figures na se nyina ye ne omo nyina bidin komo na ya say what are the figures saying na etimi aya analysis no ya hwe. So Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. each day be a besa program ni biano nti godon betena dwam na yaboa no na ode se dwumadi no so ede aba nti ana wahye no so ede aman ye dwumadie operation 10,000 t-shirt no ekoso aka 37 days na ye koto aba so enimanimu ya no ye hia na yetimi ede akọ nti se wo t-shirt ni bi a wo de ba me akọ print a ye beje wa print bi a wo de beboa ya ye beje wo di sika nso ba ye beje wo printing house so a wo pese ye fa t-shirt ni na print man so a ne nyina ye beje na yada ase any of these support bi a wo bia no wo be free 0542 108088 0542 108088. That's where the other number no
0244 672 622. Yes. Okay. 0244 672 622. 22.
Okay. And two friends are number si mu bia na on sa kan wo send WhatsApp on sa kan na in 10 mebiri ni ho na as many as ibitimi agada bia no ye fan ko support constituencies here emo no na enema so atimi akoyi ti go no da sebre I think so we have to move on me boa okay so the mo family na ye nya na fi nkoma kakra bi so ho na ye ni nkwan no
me nkoma wo ni lawyer twetwe baby ehia me last one no Joma Haman nsem ho na wa sha ase edi
oh yeah
ese Ghana for ye se kire no ka nyansa sem kire Joma Haman so obi wona se ni timu nyansa san ese nipa bo nyansa to ni tirim me de of late ensema every Joma Haman enum aba no se NPP NDC party papa come friend atena de matunu fa ka jense masa wonu kasa ebon tai nyansa ni ukasa mu wo ye pani wo kasa ma wo kasa ho mene nyam obi a wo ye former president o sa president obi wa no atendidie nko a obi wa no atendidie
okay
na yare na yare akura akopɛ ho agree
fa papers no
say yare na ma ojimi akopɛ yare na no esa jimi yare na no agree
ewi ani ahwɛ na temdidie ne ho asɛmaka okay so go no my fa democrat na enyim
okay enti daily graphic Go Ride, local ride hailing app comes aboard. Fantipim School are champions. Okay, no money winning here. 4 vacancies in Parliament. Supreme Court dismisses Speaker's application. They carry the photograph of MPP, which is a majority leader.
Majority leader. The Supreme Court work can find out.
After marking majority leader. Initiative to train youth in digital literacy for jobs launched. Ghana grows to support 90,000 tailors, dressmakers with skills. Daily graphic following page. Yanko. With the launch of Go Ride, our drivers are being empowered to retain more money. Bamia and we cannot achieve much with 24-hour economy. ISA4 and MPP targets 300,000 to 500,000 votes in voter region. Richard Ahagba and Ekasa Assembly scene. Bamia comments pleas for professionalism. Edra de Corso. Ewo Yihono. Tessano. Dan Parry is a visionary leader. He has brought tangible results since assuming office. Bamia launches Go Ride. Every single watch he did Hong Kong. Go Ride. As Nyamwach he did a Hong Kong. NDC has failed to recognize contributions of Volta region. Gridco holds unauthorized excavation and the high tension lines in Ayawaso West. Okay. Supreme Court throws out Babel. Yanko. MP's vacant seat. Supreme Court throws out Speaker. VIP laws IGP for police reforms. ESLA launches e-skills for jobs. Iris shines at Club 100 Awards. Let's debate. Bamia fires back at Mahama. Let's debate. Bamia fires back at Mahama. Hana 7 Young ABC News. NPP targets 500,000 votes in voter region. Supreme Court through South Babin's application. And then Mahama added 343 billion Ghana cedis to gross public debt. IPG from penny for Eka said Mahama obey a proman penino. 343 billion Ghana cedis. On the car.
And on I could do it for Ghana.
ABC front page.
343 billion Ghana cedis.
What is your day?
Yeah. Emu be half one ho. Emu half on ho.
Ogo kan was say parliament.
Emu half esen ho. Egugu politank ni sini de ni fie. Joma Hama. Kromfo bia nche no.
Ene ohonum.
O se bia na no se di atem.
Ye kwa next paper so na asan dia. Metro Lens, a new era in transportation. Go Ride and Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia's commitment to change. Na ye nua be ma so na eda esu ni fa. Metro Lens editor
Boamada kon
Isaac Elder
Boamada kon Isaac nti enne se beche no mayore hine wa adade ntem atem achebiara de ntem nti minim se ba na mpo de o ma sha se
o de lesi abonte
nti o mo de ne besi kon ho Boama so Boama mbeso
no ne beso no so adwuma ye o
beso
de wo yo hine nti no
onyanya o hine se o so awia no be nti ene wa mboso na wa betimi abone bia no abone preko
ne pa ho a da ba bi
this afida be ba so wo yo hine nti ye hwe
nti no anu nti enu anwumre de na wo say wi na fi de
na why my hini
I am my hini
at the dientem
I'm told say 102 for you free
okay yanko Bamia champions local economic empowerment with launch of Go Ride. Supreme Court throws out Speaker Babin's application. NDC ignored a stronghold in the choice of running mate Ahyagba and Yanko. Bamia unveils Go Ride. MPP targets 500,000, and then Haja Aisha Ahmed's name. Oh, okay, in a tricky twist. Anyway, NDC planning to disrupt December 7 elections. MPP chair. It depends on what's on. Okay, man, who didn't ye? Ian Trasso Supreme Tema Tontom issues red alert. Wisconsin, okay, Friends of Tema embark on mass donations. Aflau goes red. Go Ride symbolizes empowerment, innovation, and local pride. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Yanko. The uncle, Supreme Court knocks out Speaker Bagbin again as Chief Justice fumes. This is a constitutional crisis. Mama goes berserk over 50 questions, and Bewu can't win her seat again. Scenario. Tribalism. I understand what you
and Kwana or ye ho
It's a tribalist in Yanko. Yanko. Yes, yeah, I think so.
Okay. 80 near papers no edeba anope eno no yebegina ayi ho kakra na yahwe but quickly no mama mini enkomo itiawa yahwe baabi a Dr. Matupuku Prempeh enam campaign mu yene ayidi nkomo so yene ne press aid no eni enkomo ama boampoma mensa eni enkomo kakra na yahwe ama maache
ya mi abema
na ho ye de
oh nyame adom me ho ye
ede nyankopon ase
you me na se ho ye wa hase
Ose
Dr. Matupuku Prempeh ne chidi for ne team nyina ye ho ye
okay nyam umoye na say ye ne udi nkomo ache kakra because videos ne ma mode ba no no ana ye de ache for na ya monitor hwe bia campaign no ewo enne a ye kasai Dr. Matupuku Prempeh wo hefa
enne de Dr. Matupuku Prempeh anopei Neniche Cape Coast. Enra ena oni seshi akontomra for ewie ewo Western North. Na no pay Neniche Cape Coast and no pay all called the investiture of the Chancellor now or the Cape Coast Technical University and no pay. Na emo ewia be no miensano na wabedru enkan or kind North constituency. Oni Traders Association or more or Kanki not ebedi in Komo. Sanity. Nifia dance so no Yamibwa or Chinano. Togwestri the tech. Hokutucha Ekoso Ewo Huno. Dr. Matupuku Prempeh Edin and Niso Ebetcheho. No, we ya no. Near to so command. Achuma found any party ma ekudi in South
Prempeh ewo Western North meboa na owura Central Region na ofi obefi Central Region bank ne na wasa efinkran ewura voter region
Ochina Ogochocho Festival na ekosono.
Ofi voter na owura Asante Mantemu.
Me pacho ai.
Sentina na no mi hu na oso ati.
Ejimani the NPP yeni embrace the 7th of December no. Say ye boana Ghana fo nyina say ye bold solutions na ye dey ba no ase. Enti Dr. Matupuku Prempeh ene ne chidi fo nyina no. Ya can we say ye bedi echi everywhere nkrase na say ye bold solutions Dr. Mahmoud Baumia di enim no ye beti mu ama sabi Ghana for atiase especially the digitalization agenda no ye can nkofo etie ni wa na bibi to say digitalization ya initiatives that Dr. Baumia di aban a single agenda and no quantity transforming Ghana economy in Tanzania yekin. Say your GDP and now say your economy it is valued at let's say $75 billion. But your companies be to say Apple, your share companies be to say Airbnb, your share companies be to say Uber. Apple is worth $3.5 trillion US. A year 46 times in Ghana your value of economy. Into say share Apple the amount Apple Apple operating systems or software keke. Now say you said Dr. Baumia called the launch of Ghana Music app, and people were asking, you are in charge of the economy. Okay, then or some of these apps are sick. What people do not know is say we are getting to an industrial revolution now. Yes, so beyond in the now you're a visionary leader to say Dr. Baumia or did this through digitalization no Ghana bit near drum pensoa ye pese ye true. Through digitalization no problems I feel say Ghana war and no that problems no digitalization agenda no bit near ye free ho we will get to the level where we will not see these problems anymore. Into the share app we to say just Uber nkwana Uber no omo value let's say $163 billion. Twice Ghana sky nkwa. Into the interesting ka Ghana obidi afu bia ba say nanka wiase nyina asomu na ntepetini aba kromu ha na dane economy nenim no sabi nkenye bini. Into Dr. Baumia MPP for the rest of Ghanaians say we have two choices. To say baby area say economy. Do we want to be developers of some of these apps and answer your users of these apps nekeke? Na OSHA MPP ye di kanya ye yetimidi government services solutions biaba to say the ease of doing business. Oko pay passports easy. Oko register or company easy. Mobile money operability easy. When na no ma yen ye wa holding and answer your productive hours no. Yen waste say ye di line so. Yen waste say your customer bank the whole day. All because you want to enjoy some services from government agencies and answer opesa o trade keke. And no time man ka obetim dia koye bibi for no ni na no. Na always still baby. And to yeah, attack the entities. Yes, make sure yen semu ye. And must be obia or to Ghana fine na etie ni nyantiasia. Abato no enye den ma MPP. Omo person omo dwen ho so omo contemplate say oh na NDC na your option na mahama na ni NDC intimi na option. We need to remember SADA. We need to remember JIDA. We need to remember Maslow boss with this guy in America or so no we need to remember Airbus. We need to remember Dunso. And now link to me and financially. And right here NBC for their very own former communications minister Phil Gabra. On one Kasama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia massive thumbs up. Or see the digitalization initiatives that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia diaban a game changing. That e-governance issues na urban. Obi asabi wada dodoano. Na waye juma or communications ministry no. Otiasia dodo. Into the best Ghana for and say we have a visionary leader, a focused leader in Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Yen koso na yen vote for continuity. Yen vote for consistency. Yen vote for Ghana's development. Na nini na so say number one. Say that's why Dr. Mahmoud Baumia na MPP yen sise ya through Dr. Baumia ne na do dan kwa ya sase no yentini enwie na Ghana enu nempempen so a yina yete.
Okay.
And see solutions ne dey. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia or solutions to make public service efficient and accessible, or solutions to make the society progressive, or solutions to protect the public purse, or solutions to make our businesses competitive. In Ghana for Monto Abano, Emma the NPP. Any Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Ama minimum mo call campaign munamwa ya wo de won tan enye obi a o tratan date so na o take center stage of the campaign wo kwa odo asunto fam nipa e din komo nkura makoso regions amonam so nyina no a ene ne odi wani hu a at iresemu wo ho say the 8 will be broken
this time no I resume was sure but sometimes you drew baby any the level of engagement I free most of that in Korea ye kosona I am me am abintumade I was saying cry gumi because sabi me meeting cry hunting many ba so ahead ye so social media any and cry input him now the to in crossing na ye kona mekane say they are very discerning. And they are very appreciative of the MPP are buying. And the I am on. So this one now being trained for school da. Free wa one train. So open ye dear into mammy and also papa jaw so no being trained. Then if I never show school in Tino, I had the obest muna yakayaka dear the beko nino. And next na who forward wadaroma. Ut meets na see. Ut now our phone train. You enjoy the protection and the governance or the government of one Kasawabusian for Mobema wanted to papa. Now what's me enya India or she. I him for Omo de Duano, pastors, imam, clergy, Opia di more than say. Then come ready or what? And Colabia school, and I think a BC result taba, and Nubian accused and opposition to. Omo said your money on Hokaka. Ukroma obasari anopa na nka masalan e wo fi enim adan ya ni hia moa ni hia sei ni pese me back school ni hia ska e dia akoto books sanse ni na enne ahemfo eni mpanimfo a yekonko nkura yekoto omo na me yate asese ni na abafom enne Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eni MPP aban sei na nka chako sela badi nko e den nko no so shefufu enne ye won kola bebi a Western North Only Baku Dinemuka, the Swaman. Or say, and then you crew muhasi, you won't call out or mutimia ko atimota, you won't call out mutimia ko butcher, you won't call out mutimiko kepo schools, a hop rempe. Nanka you crew muhadin, Nanka yan is saying, and so no MPP into Toya, dear Beninano. And they fa and call out a security services, and then they sing training will be as Nico. I never know more modern a chat now rema. Unim so allowance a bit nearby. A 50 MPP are buying a teachers. And so you'll be a okay, or try dear now call any man. And the teacher training, ye diploma in every hope. Ukona show or license exam. You're a professional teacher. If you are fine, be a with middle certificate. Na wako dijuma. And the be a year connedia. You be here for MPP that's why I'm so. And the reaction now in now is fantastic. A whole message no mean can say a cough for me ye no matter ya sick. Meaning some most of our votes no it will come from all these remote areas in Ghana. In Tejuma Panidi, because why na Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Osumani or did Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Semini Kum Classing Classina. Send me in Nifama, or no castle no funny. It drew Western North, Crowbacko. Almost to about 32 years, I'm a NDC. And so no, in Punto Pia about Western North, Minano, a MPP in the Bay. Now you call your normal government hospital, they see why. Acha, and no, Guzia, and a Yamaom. And to Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe beside Western North for say. Adenti na papa say abuzi ayema mama famonianto na modane monsa atwama NDC all this while parliamentary NDC and then omahimfo no omahima nyina omakeje omonsa mienu so mwanka sabe campaign ama MPP na enkoso a ebimunya in other constituencies and other regions no ebi so about Western North enti if we Ashanti region atwama podwan ehwa near the near chase aha
okay ama anopay medawase na amama iko ni adwuma moye yenso so ma proba mo bui every day idimachini amoye bia yeso yi di chiretiefo ama atiefo nso hu ne a ekoso nti nyame nka mo ho no mamu ahode wo bedun kan pe mame nto nka why
Okay,
yes, that's it. All right, so ama Bimpoma Mensa Ena Martinico, press secretary era Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, running mate for the new patriotic party presidential candidate Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia Ena Martinico. How you want to meet radio 95.9 any movement television so Ena Ushi Aben Peche promo no Koso star 256 star for hash wafa number 2 no you want to meet radio movement TV Accra na with the prompt no so wetimi akonim go on Wanda sebre ti John Mahama akofo car akodidi atem na wonim John Mahama or problem afidie ono a oje ne hogina na akufo ado wo ahafo ekwa ahafo Samira Konof na sina Samira si woso nof no ho John Mahama demirika na si futuro waduru soro ho make us say ejadam ewo afenisen western north
yes
ehona na poshi ene na po ba eko central eso bankan awia ochira obeko voter no asan besia ko ekumase
Ashanti yes
sorry ofri Ashanti ape na ba omia so asinachi
me no ka se Dr. Baumia so wo
ewa hafo ene o sha hafo ase adudi na okoba akono okohomia na ana onwie
enra no
enra me kan se enra okay na ansa no kwa hafo ene ro ko no okay enti John Mahama ho akere no enti afede frustration at tiesim ena afede wa sha si didi atem asante pacho me yenfa former president video no a wo didi ba o me atem no na yenfa emra wo o de yinko timra Odo kem obua obeba oyeden obebo oyeden ya obebo ntu de asante mane na so oyeden ya obebo aha wono kan yin ho asem kakra kire mo na me
Kwaku John Mahama campaign ye na Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say ebeye fe beye akolo be lika obuo kwan so se empanifo a omo say Ghana for ento abama wo mo no ekebenya kwan na nka omaye debate na empanifo atoto o man no busan say ede na ba be ya fa galamsey ho school ho apomuden ho akwan ho etika omumen enkonenkwe debate obo ka sa asem we say pa John Mahama buofu esedi nkete ne ba bonti bedidi Dr. Baumia tem ya o se aya ade emfata panimu esedi kete didi Dr. Baumia tem Dr. Baumia mpaba wakoso aka so pe debate Emreti John Mahama akwa 75 cheap unrelated questions very very cheap was set questions be say Dr. Baumia enyi sa questions na no and Dr. Baumia say oh questions 5 and the maximum 50 questions the man maximum 50 questions the man and 49 one no and akoko em de pa was about was say Mahama emechirim 24-hour economy no
simple
obo mo de no mechi 24-hour economy na obusa sa question na Mahama buofu the tikwa apai akojina simpie so didi Dr. Baumia tem say the who here say Ghana for economy Kwaku who told you say we can't debate on the economy
me say
na wakacha Dr. Baumia say the who here Ghana for any economy enye useless infrastructure dey that no so maye na dey ebusa no ene mo bi na no a we say it's about the economy stupid
na
okay meet you
Dr. Baumia ka say omra menye debate no also omra menye debate on the economy
yes
o can 3 times and you know Dr. Baumia also economy who debate
okay mo me ko ti John Mahama
election is about the economy stupid. It's not about all those. This election is about the economy stupid. It's not about all those other useless things about who built how many compost plants. Answer the 5 simple questions. And you can't hide behind the debate. You don't need the debates to answer the 5 questions.
Right. We former president. Now I see try yes na monsieur. Me ko akoye me adwuma kakra bi. Endra na mete ase because wo hwe empanifo some mo kafa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho na empanifo anim de pa.
Oh yeah.
Look, about why tu ye pese jo ma de ne nsasi ne boka se onye kronfo.
Ontimi.
Look, onfa ne nsasi ne bo enka se Major Dramani Mahama menya kronfo.
Major Mahama emu de he Mahama de he.
Otimi ka sa de na chese bonsa betimi aka so bekọ heaven.
And now on the board heaven.
And that's what the board heaven. Say Joma metim bi na no ka se onye kronfo de ya.
Asante ye fa do ma hene. Ni tie asemo a do ma hene ka fa Bawumia ho. Ye fa do ma hene, ye fa do ma hene ni kan. Do ma hene de obi anim. Ye me na me ka ketia mo.
Wo say ubu ade, unim ade. Na ade ba kokura me de wa manyo eye pa ne so. Nsam na wo ka no devoid of insults. Nente se waka bibi kasanchi waka kasa efe so nka ba bia wadri nka nya dan ya duru ba bia ba che wabufu ama wode ba ko bia pam so wonya sa nti ye beda wase
afei na se tunfo so kasa akasa fa Bawumia ene ne gere ho asante bacho na se tunfo yekuti na se tunfo mra yekuti na se tunfo
ni kuro nyina ma fe se me ma ne dada eyi ni kuro ba ha ade ne ho abakire me abobo ma se wono na MPP eyi no so won me ka chen so won fa na ho brase esa na mfanko ko enso be pim na mente boni bia sa an me hu so wo ye ne yire onso Germany ra se di osikasa e kura na o se achime bia me ka se nyame ne si hne ensem obeye ne ensem obeye a wo cheche mu nyina wo aso cheche magana fo ntie bene se ono ana yire be me bia wo fie no aso badwu a jeso oyire papa na wa ponto atentum se ono aso bebo Dawuro ata ni kurachi wo se me da na se papa so ono so be obomodin anu o cheche de ni kuru nipa ni tia eduru ho a be huno de omo abaye yen mo na de an mo de ese mo akoka na se ye de embamu bi nanso ese eno kuranya aka na enye ni chibua eno na de timu
enti o 2482 no that's where moti asemo a adansi di odifa Bawumia ene ne ba o se wa form se eye ne ma prekope na onim se omohodwo omunidi atem ohene ba ko enso ewo across esukoko dabi in the OT region.
Oh, okay.
I say Nana Adamu Jenfi the third of paramount chief of Edini across Esukoko our OT region. And also Sukoko says Sukoko. Okay, so Asante Pacho, also Dr. Bawumia ko no, also di Dr. Bawumia ho adanse. Mashada na mafa my compilation of ahemfo some mo kafa Dr. Bawumia ho. We anya party for na eka mo mi nkoti.
Your 8 years as first president of the Republic, you have not been cited for corruption or any fraudulent deal. To us, therefore, you are credible and honest leader with integrity. Your love for all manner of persons without discrimination based on age, gender, ability, disability, tribal, or religious affiliation is exemplary.
That's right.
What?
Okay. So there's another chief. Oh, KJD, Kita. KG for him so. Also, Bawumia ko hodi ni ho dance. Asante, yefa KG him so.
We've been following keenly all your exploits and the message of bold solutions that you have for the future for this country. We are excited. Your government or our government has been very developmental oriented, and the footprints of these developments are everywhere to see. Even here in Keta, and particularly Keji, where the Keta port is located, we want to use this opportunity to thank you for the preliminary work that has commenced. The free SHS is no exception, and that is why the youth are all excited. Each and every one of us including we, the chiefs, are beneficiary of some of your innovative ideas. Some of us know the value that you espouse and that you strongly uphold. Values of integrity, honesty, hard work. And these are our values here in Anglon. These are some of the values that we also espouse and hold dear to ourselves.
Okay, see, Dr. Baumia, so values of integrity, or values of hard work, or values of the third one. So, and no, yes, Sadia, KG for when if you vote a region, and a buyer. Now, Pastor Simon, did you know a Pastor Simon and Aminyae on the Kasama Council of Churches are a one of K2 North. Now, Mummy Hesson on also a capture Dr. Baumia or capture moment no at the fire.
I'm speaking on behalf of all the clergymen here present. Your Excellency, we the clergy and the entire ecclesiastical body of K2 North and its environs have made keen observations, followed you keenly on all your activities as Vice President of this country, and have made a few observations, and for the sake of time, want to bring to your attention 3 of them. The ecclesiastical body and the clergymen and all of us here have observed that your personal life, your personal lifestyle, which is characterized with discipline, is noticeable all the place. It's something we want to commend you for. You are one politician that cannot be tagged with the issue of corruption. Permit me to say that, Your Excellency, it appears you are corruption free. I don't know, maybe you have some injection that it helps you immunity against corruption. In fact, when I go through the media, the social media and whatnot, you will never come across any statement, any video, anything that intends or attempts to bring him into the arena of corruption.
Okay, and I think that we are here. Go on, that's I think that we are here. We have some a lot of yeah, okay, yes, we have some quadanic. Yes, a bank bit me a bomb. But see, more back Asante fa screenshots in the bra. Okay, now go on and running through Nefi. Yen say, why never umia? Anyway, no Mishanako far. What's an okra, do one dancing because you be them say voter region, the NPP stronghold. Yeah, of course. Into her send a Baumiana cra, aiding the Mahwa dance here. That means I sent all the screenshot in Bana Godon from no making a point quickly now. Young corner and doctor for any income.
Domahini eulogizes Baumia's humility campaign without insults. Where is that multimedia? No is legon. Next one. Elections, what about insults? Be decent in your speech. Baumia to Muhammad.
Radio 24.
Krati East chiefs applaud Baumia for campaigning on issues with evidence.
Krati East.
Yes. Saturday, 28th October 2024. Yanko, your campaign is decent. We've not heard you insult. Then chiefs comment Baumia. September 26, 2024. Next one. Vice President Mahama replies ex-President Kufuor. Mahama. It's me reply Kufuor. Ish. Yeah, 2012.
You see yourself quite swatching.
Baumia is respectful. His commentaries are devoid of insults. Domahini, May 9th, 2024.
Okay. Asante say Asame Dase. And you go on.
Kwaku,
can any of the chiefs
say about
John Dramani Mahama?
There be Omaka different.
Sir, Omobaka Padia.
Omonka.
There be or he'll be anywhere. Already fight any penny who I can't see movie. Sir, Amajoma, because I could not tell you, I could not a moody womb to Minesha will be better. I can't say your mamma, I had no.
You know more what Mahama can, you know. says about the economy stupid. Enra and Kofa try to rationalize it. Yeah, more and make reference to season 92 baby and I say, yeah, Clinton had the time on.
So no John Haman Kofa free.
Okay, but a whole of free. Kwaku, and Nippon Makasa. Open, see, if you are saying, you say, you can say. You better quote to the baby Casa de Dinkobo. But don't know yet to be yeah, you quote to Satim the Dedi and Casama. Does it insulate me from using offensive words or offensive language on air? Ah, met my quote to be Sabia Aqua Saki can't that because I said, now we both put this as soon as see and the can't say I'm the can't someone. What's still my young? So, and one the catcher will say it's about the economy stupid. What can you say a complimentary statement? Anyhow you look at it, I attend ye. Unless it's Mahama, Makas was the communicator. And the poor Casa to be the young Kwa, and the poor Casa ambiguity in Kwa, or the communicator.
John Mahama.
Or did John Mahama Munipa? John, or Munipa, John things in one way. Or Munipa.
Okay.
President Force or the dinner temple. Was a share young Kofa, yet the bulldozer. Shannon was saying, and I turn.
Asante me the video last one be mount commercial and draw boy as an album member because and draw ka no di ba me atem no she dark no o she space na enimu ayitum no she
sa don dia na sama ba
sa advert be ka sim dia che memo last one we na fe ye ne Dr. Cappuccino adi enkomo to de fa sa
Madam Bajan, I'm a mate. Tamana me mate, no, master, it made a car and mammy. The year good sales. My master in your baby and case my year sales that.
A dear ben for Fona or the Eba.
Oh, madam, they say they may present me far a bear for coin, faso, a dijuma. And I catch a passage.
the court to speak him. A year requirement say anytime be a parliament ebe kwa home gym and our speaker ebe suspend the house no sini day no sempe o pese o san free parliament na ba say wunya at least 15% of members of parliament sign na ye de come speaker eba say speaker edi emra no so within 7 days na recall parliament ma parliament better see adwuma Krata deputy majority chief whip edikoye no ena 7 days no adu endra council of state for ekoshia speaker of parliament enye ni kodi nkomo se nia ekoso ewo mani mu no enye fe enti ese omo behwe kombe fa so a omo so betimi aboa na asomdwe so aiden etimi ba ye komko ya speaker na omo di nkomo a yes speaker say nyoma kanyina wate na ni komre
baby I don't pano
that's bre who ya homete dodo
all right enti yadamas Mr. Santi Misro yentwa birthday no firo na fi doctor enso enche ne dwumase emaye na yemfa abna small girl ne de no eno akora no sungu ni ma me so ma na nya asem ketwa enti abna dochi Obo St. Paul's Anglican Experimental Obo St. Paul's Anglican Experimental na enra your birthday enra bibi bobo ma e ma fa ye ni so nti o papa Kwame K Taifa o say ye ma happy birthday e ma nti abna ye ma belated happy birthday why you know husu ade na da che won so be ye ni petitiri Mr. Santi yen come Mrs. Deborah Edusei enso so eho Mrs. Deborah Edusei ewo amakom azie church ewo kumasi ene your birthday ukunu Kingsford Edusei ene amakom azie asafuma nyina so ese ye ma happy birthday onyame enhira papa de twa to de picture nka ho Mrs. Rosemont Chum oye proprietress our modern latest star school our abripotikasi kumasi and now your birthday oh papa very reverend IK Chum or send the pictures no by was in your phone and say problem picture na kakwem enti Mrs. Rosemont Chum our practice our modern latest star school our abripotikasi kumasi oh papa very reverend IK Chum was say on your nyina Emma happy birthday.
All right, Asante said that's just my own too. Madam and I say my lady pastor chef Mrs. Mabel Opare ene ewa oda so wo asofa ofanko enti wefi ukunu enten and osi we show happy birthday so yeah a strong member of the new patriotic party and ufi eye dewu ekuapem enso so madam happy birthday enko enfama yes stress nyankopon unshaw na omao enkwatenten a ahodin ewum so yeah that so quickly no patcho for the fa ye na iwi na doctor entwa so eja yenua Kwaku aboaje apentin say ni krum for Presbyterian Church of Ghana Emmanuel Congregation ewa bonse Ekuapem almost so enya 150 years na 150 years no almost so nyankopon ye adomo a on the 3rd Sunday 3rd November ena omubedi safa no apentin ye so for apentin ba ewo abonse Ekuapem ti abonse Presby enya 150 years until 3rd November and on Besha Safa ewo or my story demo ewa bonsin Ekuapem so ye momutin in advance asante medase. All right, so cappuccino abeka and sa cappuccino kasama bidima for Herbal Hospital. Capo, good morning.
Good morning, Dawuro.
Ibi aboko dia.
Me adum ho ye na muso ye.
Nyankopon adum enso ye ho ye papa. And then bidima for Herbal mo man no pay.
Medase Dawuro ma memfa enchia emfamfiri bidima for Herbal Hospital Dr. Time da so eda no emfama de wo hwe ene ne awotiu ena no pay na men kan chiro say ene ya wada no pay me no ka say doctor atena se opuko asemayira eno nti obi biara o yare ye wo a wo mpomu edodo no epuko asemayira na oba sanso na mo ben asante mantem no okọ abua kwa atwema gogo school junction ena ode yare no ekro chano nso ma me se medimafo Herbal Hospital de oso dibafo ne asafo awurade eno nti se wo kokuma se a edra ye de be ma wo ewo Kumase abua kwa school junction no yare kro na oba akra sa adu kro na ye de be ma wo na no kwasam ne se aya bibidro na doctor de aya adwuma erunti sa wo ba medimafo Herbal Hospital aya bibidro ade ba akwa meka kire wo na no pay so no se wo ba medimafo Herbal Hospital enye se obeka se doctor miya na doctor ye adro dia ma e wo se doctors eye hwehwemu ehwe ne nam so ntie ma sa oyafunu yade no eba ye ne ntie ma oyam ye oya no kwan nam so na wo hu awdura ese so de ma wo se de be ya ebre anso no na uyefu yare no nso ayirako ne tiensa Dr. Tada so America na ho asemi wono edebre edeto yade so ampacho sa bre no ebi o ha enso na ho ato ebi nso de aso ansa na ho ato wonom eno nti se wa baba beji adro medimafo Herbal Hospital ade ba ko no se e wo so ndom na etumeboa wo na oba medimafo Herbal Hospital ade ne sa medimafo ase udimafo ne asafo awurade de a na ono no onkofo be aduro emfa ngu boto mu mfa ma seje kokonom na emom no ono ankasa ana kokwa ebretuo mu ekope nnua hi ne afenko hini kakapempe o ya o sanso na nufotene kokoro do so ne nnua hodo ne haban e wowura ade ye ndiro no na ode abadwa so na afempo so no uba wode asaw yare ade ba ko no se ya na mpempi no enipa dodo na epre wo mo apesi kantem tire wan hwe ye dread be ma okrampo so no na wa ubenom no na yade no se ekosoro medimafo Herbal Hospital nye sikanti na oba ye sikanti na medimafo Herbal Hospital ba ya nkampa cha ade ba ko no se enira pharmacy ahoduo mu wano moto ya nan kan nsa kan sika but doctor say esan so nyankopon ese o mesa nyarwa ahodo e wo wiase nti no wo ba o hwe wo ni paduanum na wa mu aduro no asa yare eno nti ena wo sefa sika ketwa bi bra medimafo Herbal Hospital eno wo ba medimafo a enye se doctor be ka kire o se kofa 15,000 kofa 1,000 Ghana bra nsa na masa yare kofa 500 Ghana cedis bra eni moni mu ansa na masa yare mpa cha medimafo Herbal Hospital entesa o pa yare saba ba ko a for the first time in history of Ghana ahiafoɔ ne asikafo nyina ɛkɔ hɔ ɛbrɛ baako ampakyɛ yɛ medimafo ɛba hospital ne ɛteɛ no sɛm oba medimafo a obi bia mpo a obi a wɔnkuta sika kora ba medimafo ɛba hospital bɛgye ayarehwɛ na owi a akasɛ doctor da me ba na me nkuta sika so ohwɛ me yadeɛ ɛno nti na ama bayi me mpakyɛ me ba betua sika no ba betua ka no ɛyɛ medimafo pɛ ayaresa bia bɛ ne wo krom ha sɛ ya obetimi de nsa si na buaka kyerɛ no sɛ wo no okro no obetimi ahwɛ wo abra wanyi usika obetimi ahwɛ wo abra mpo a usika yɛ ketewa bi obetimi ahwɛ wo ente sada na nso medimafo ba hospital sɛ anopai a ɛna ya wada no pai doctor tena se opoko asoma yira me no ka sɛ nipa gu hɔ ɛno nti a wonta hu doctor ɛwɔ TV ne radio so na mmom no sade yɛ twerɛsɛm ne ka sɛ yɛnso kane amfa nsi kane aduase yɛsɔ kanea de si kanea dua no so na ahyerɛ me nipa a ɛwɔ hɔ nyina tumi ahu bi ɛno nti ɛna wafa ato no ho sɛ ɛwɔ se ɛba radio ne TV so na wo a wonti medimafo aba hospital nka no nso wate na watu arama aba na waba abagya yarehwɛ na wankɔgyina baabi anka sɛ mante ma wankɔgyina baabi a mmɔso bo sɛ ɛna sɛ ne yɛse medimafo aba hospital bi kora aba ebo mante ɛnɛ me yare no awie me sa mmɔko ne adu ɛntena ma yare no nwie o ɛsan sɛ ungu ya unim ni obenya yare a ontumi mfa mma medimafo aba hospital eye wo a wo de yare ne srasrade se wo de yare ne srasrade na no na Peter wono mo nam hiada na no no mkoto obia no yare ti hiada na no Peter ka kire o se sika no dweta de amini bi na emom ne de me wo ayare sam de ma wo medimafo aba hospital se o mo ayare sa yaresa enkwa wom yaresa pomodi wom wonu mo ba doctor papa 1 week ni nyina dodo na be di adanse se winya enipa hodo na omodi adanse ma me ba akokura de oba na okuta ne poma oba kan se ne poma yi aya poma won peso de beto fie no anante aba esan se sa poma we ne nkita na no ntumi nante nanso bere obeduru ho no to poma no ko wiem no anante ka kire enipa nyina se bitimafo eba hospital Dawuro ono ananko ntumi nante ono ananko tu ne nan ba ko begina for 30 minutes no they say or nante ehurihuri eye exercise but ade no Onyankopɔn ntumi nye oso wonam na haban no so esa nyare enu nti na Isaiah 20:7 ose na odifo Isaiah etete haban ahodo de sane manfo yare wo bra na nyarewa ahodo atu atese e wone mamu enu nti frena mbesi wa na wontumi ma na ochena wobetimi aba o friend number na o ka kire nipa na so nyame adoma pesa Friday obehu doctor sa abra no de oba say 2 ne yehye wa mpacho 2 obeba na doctor te ho yehye 10 am obeba na doctor te ho twel numbers na 0244 774282 0244 774282 0245 44 9592 02 afei 0500 727215 0500 727215 adia ba ko ne say doctor Onyankopɔn ade ahaban no de adom no na wasan so asua de aka ho na owo a doctors a wonom so aben na omunima bibiduro no nya so ma ben keke na emomo onima bibiduro no monima duro who say sayare we na wo so etu ase de afiremu me amete ha me yare ya me ko ho ya ma maduro mpacho na wo twepepepe ya nhye me da na adure de ma me na wo twepepepe afa me san so ko ma anko me dimafo na me ko different hospital me ankasa me ko clinic ha ekora na test na me hu se ampa say dura ya de ma me no na me no wie no sa yare na me yare na afri me system no anu nti no maboba dia me ko test ni din e ya kire no me dimafo ya ba hospital nyarwa bi wo ho a entatia case wo doctor ni so bibi ti say fungal infection bacteria infection ni na entatia case afi obi a wontumi na obi a body no asese wo wo na so atatai na aduro ba ko ho a doctor ewo ho a friend sa wa chia wo betene tembia me dia danse ka kire nuanom akuafo ye ma me no akuafo se munni ho aye ni ho ye nsu ye ni ho nso munni ho anu nti waya adwuma usisi no untumi ntinim driver ni a usia untumi ntina usisim pacho komedimafo ya ba hospital usi doctor yeso waduro bi wa friend sa wachi a wobetene na sa duro emo na usisi no untumi nyina na so na unyina banane na afa umuna ekoa no unyini no ba bia so mu okoa bra medimafo ya ba hospital nyarewa bi wo ho a ebia beka sema mo yare din na emom wo a wo so kidney asay na obi so ye chinyefo ento ogie chin say asema anipa no ka na woboa no na sana bramidimafo ya ba hospital na doctor mfata monto so yesi ebema na watwema akoma yensa na doctor dema o doctor time da so asema me kan yo o ma na watwema akoma yensa afa kidney no be sase se repair time ya metena radio so ameka se body esi ofie ni hini eyadro ni made eye gova ewo ofie eyadro ni made eye koko hini ya dro ni made eye eno ma do gova haban ya dro tatahwe so ni made kora ye mpacho mese bramidimafo ya ba hospital waba enso enyandiro so na doctor afabre na o kyerɛkyerɛw enuaba na afa kwan abafa so kora no aduane ofie na watimi anya nnuane nuro no ewa aduane num na boa abo ni paduane ho ban oya bema no wanya hani abra afa wa fibroid wo so diabetes for wo stroke achewo na wano no achia akwakohwe babi fufuro no doctor ma 3 days pe afa pressure no brana doctor ante pressure no te emfa mawo obe manage pressure no de mawo obetimi dia dancer say doctor na senka mi hu tama nka me ma me pressure enku anwu sanso na infertility e man me nyina na infertility ya de say e ha me ma dodo na pacho bra me dimafo ya ba hospital onkwamo na gine medimafo na wode ba na no pay doctor atanse opoko asemayira ye twa scan e medimafo ya ba hospital ye lab ho ye machines ahodo a de ye massage enso ho isanse obi ho a obeba nanu yare no ensese doctor man aduro enti koba no sade a na wa machine amassage o kama fa be wiase no na nipa na kura na ne ho ato no wa abra wa amfa aduro amfa nka no wo ho ado wani ye usi ne nyina medimafo ba hospital no so de ba afa yare bia bibi te sa typhoid de medical ka say entete case e doctor ni so etiri di yade malaria na de atwato a me ka de atwato e ye bema sabio obi o wa wanye nam o haw enti bema no efon ana wo de ne de afon dada obi wa yare bema no mo bra bi wa ro so akọ dware nso me se budu so mo jani ade ayew eno nti ema bema no ntimi nyina se bema no so de wa bonten sa ne o inside bra medima fa ba hospital ho o hwe ni paduan mu no hu o haw no ba bi efiri ba ne wo mo aduro no ma nam akoma akọ enum bema no be hwa se se eye kese na gina so na hetente no watumi ade abo adwuma epoko asema yere komase abu kwa atwuma go numbers no 0244774282 and afa 0245449592 0245449592 and 0500727215 Emidimafo Heba Hospital Dero yedase.
All right, and so yedase cappuccino and Martinica High Wuntumi Radio 95.9 any movement television as so Mr. Kaise Abin Pete Promono Ekosom star 256*4# star 256*4# so for number 2 near Wuntumi Radio any movement TV Accra. Number 3 number of tickets are to number 5 Umumo pin na ososo wa ye nefe wetimi edi enkunim. Dr. Ebenezer Aka Abekansa from Heartbeat Homeopathic Clinic. Good morning.
Good morning. Unia Dawuro.
Na bokodie.
Ye hu ye wo ho otede na.
Nyame adum yenso ye hu ye pa. Anopei edena mo ma ahwefo na etifo.
Mra wa se anopei mechi ahene etifo nyinara na hen ahwefo so. Herapo mizan nchechre fa esichire yerba ho wo potokasem ono naranye diabetes yakada obi wo esichire yerba miche diabetes a ya patroden oye tibia a oma esichire a owo imojem wonyimpe biara nemun okosor ono nara na wafreno diabetes mellitus and then put a type 2 diabetes inzama ebien another mienu no usa diabetes otum oba uzikanen se hunama kwa a wafreno pancreas ontum ntwa honam atsenka a wofan insulin a obobwa ma esichire a owo emogye ne mun beye pepepe a diabetes otum oba ebien se honam akwa a wofan cells intum enye honam akwa a wofan insulin inye ejuma yea no so diabetes otum oba aneso mpo de se nchechiremi ekor ne ebien ni nyina kaboma diabetes otum oba centrazin onanyi obi a owo esichire yereba metra diabetes no onum nso a onchar na nsukom wasanso wazan nti obaka da me de mepenso pa menum nso na nsukom science de me ode ye careful obotum wakaba ne de e diabetes or kokanen obi a owo diabetes no empane pi ozizi wia bebo hunde ekom wasanso ozini biem infante kasem yabaka da niyem wato nti ekom bezen papa obi nyima baka de sebio tefrache wakonum mojedrubi ina we tware yem dem onye no kwar ozizi wia na ekom sansozen ozizi wia na ekom so sansozen damazen diabetes no zoba biem no sebibi twan anade kro ane kurbi otono ho na menya on ocher papa ansana wewu hwan ode very careful tum akaban the diabetes na ewo so diabetes meche esiche yereba empane pii no oye honam enyi oye ohine anade okeka papa nti ebona tetotondru bi anizenu ibizi r ibizi c mempere mogbo obezin damundru na tetota honam na oye ohine ana okeka no oboko baronchar no basanso wa babiem hona wa diabetes ntitir se eyoba anabesia ebotume hu de enyenye infections inda na mase kekam inda menya leme hawi wa mase ni na diabetes no zoba no ya mo hawadwen onenye de dwunso obesanche bebre anade pin nti mensane dem obi ana azasa wakwa kada obo soren na wasanche baye empane baasa enum eson anempo da akono bi mpodu bi akwa na do ebien ni no diabetes no zaba na mo hawadwen onumpo de na ode shempobwan nenen emban ayefa nena nsua anade nensa emban yefa nensa sua ni nyina no utum waititriti dem na ebi mponezin otwetwen ni no diabetes inti wamayenhwe sunsanso bona enya diabetes na enya edur papa nka tebia onyobokom ozikanen san hweniye ya wosa obasai oh yes ebenya kidney failure ye kidney a oye honama akwa a ekro wanyumfa ekro benkum owo sisiw no sor wo wonfenase ozuko wechiri hwan otumosai osai so a asamara nko biemuso obi a o diabetes no efi oya moya tete onye de nenanamba na sebio ode shempobon otumonya foot gangrene ehwo no ikuru kakratu mboto ho na oto ho a efi nenyo babado na waya peche na wa ahase okọ asibiti odo wutwade na kakra wode ntwetwa dama na wetwa wedu na asre diabetes na oya moya tete na obada wa sor azebechen efiebo no hu aze who are you na nenyi mu no wade mununkum ibi aboto nenyi nodo anempo de oya bekar ma bobi waboto nenyi nodo asema yekwe cataract na yerkan diabetes ozeba na ahwene ya efi ebeda basoro no na efi wonyo no ko off ehwaze ayeyifrenyi a onon yefa diabetic retinopathy ni diabetes no ozeba na obi o diabetes no oya ebohu de wenyenya boils wenya ulcers na wenya carbuncles no cha ne ho no ebo ne pompo bi wesi sinu ho basa anempo de ekuro nkete nsawe sinu no tia ekuro no nanyim no onkansi ebo na orbai oya tete ara ye no moye hu oitwa nsunum onenye diabetic coma na oh yes diabetes otumo mankofo wako coma I find diabetic coma oy hware ye otumpo je wo credit fi hunsem biem oy esiche yerba na enyai bara hwene ya okawa akoma ma etumenya heart attack and heart failure ma akoma na fi oje do ye dwuma obi biara wo wiase owa akoma a oye dwuma wonemu oje pe na o chede sisi ya nka yen ho biem aye kodo to obi o diabetes na ehu so wa hwene ya ebo hu de efi owo hwa na ni yem wehwe honyim sabio obeja nenen insunsu dama bi obe 1 month 2 month ohwa onye drubi 2x4 bizika na aze no okọ efi na wenye diarrhea efi be 2-3 months so biem na efi wenye constipation ni yem botum wetimama inti a treat diabetes a or multifaceted onya azakor inti o menhwe embo a eba heartbeat homeopathic clinic na o diabetes a bezebobo was canon eba momo homeopathic remedy mapa diabetes that mama can onye yarba kwar oya yarba ebubuma oya nan inti say treat diabetes a ode hwaze bi ofan fat metabolism no chere yimpe biara ozizi wia angwan moye papa na moye bonen ni na wo yimpe ne mu ode tumi treat ma body no tumi assimilate papan sin moye bonen biem number 2 ode hwe protein metabolism no chere ezizi wia izmano wakoto yem no inzenwa another enzama pa always ban mu ode nyimpadua otum oje no ozo bone ho bra number 3 your bibe fana no so se anhwe ne ansolver onyeye da ami wo from Dr. Aka minyim America mumbo kwa ha menka de mo diabetes e dro mo da no ma chiro mu nti eba ma consider nzama na ni nyinara na homeopathic remedy no wa solve ni nyinara mo mental side wo diabetes net na ho na saman or morte bia mo no so obi a wo diabetes no empane pii no owo ho a osoro na pa before 9 o'clock ode ozeni breakfast dem na wo blood sugar levels no on kosoro bebre bia mo no so masro o diabetes a menye de zizi wie na ode ka exercise onye mentintin wa pom twan ma don hwere ba sambo todo ansana se pedetintin wa pom aka tintin wa pom ewia menum shisha menum kanja ya me huwa Colombian powder anope hana position chere me say or from Dr. Aka Accra na mi station Accra na mi yedwuma Accra na mete intahwe me bohu wa Accra from Monday to Friday me shedwuma say 8 a.m. up to 5 p.m. na mapon mesre mo nyameche wala pass intedu la pass akada ehwe nyameche abrosan kase bi nyameche ho ofan kata KATA nechi ho school bi ho ofan Crown Prince Academy we ni share wall ekoboasa more time FM nyameso Mugabe Junction Sunyani 337826 mo another number 0541 152 443 0541 152 443. Good morning, Munia Dawuro.
Good morning, Doc. I'm a pay Yadasi, ne and Checha, or the Amay. Which I try who tiawa na yenji a wedding cratsumra, every Sunday.
Looking for the perfect friend?
Oh, two coin. And ne na wako, why conference on why speaker. Na okwa nyame ya aduma next month obeba no aba be free parliament na parliament etimi aye adwuma enti speaker ebu constitution of the republic and standard orders of parliament no wabunu animtia say even though 7 days no aso ene no on free parliament no nti oja ho akọ but I don't know say all kwei no say the deputies no honorable Joe say usu so betimi a free parliament no aba ma parliament na be transfer ya adwuma say so speaker no na say ono so eba no be free I don't know nti mehia education on sa ade no nti kwame jesinye na on free lawyer for no bi eman na yeni omo eni enkomo na omo emwan na yente ensem ni bi asi because entra who say Supreme Court a judge for no mobu yefu na entra Chief Justice ebisa say adenti na yete omemu na there is a looming constitution crisis and a constitutional crisis are eba na obia enke and we are in a national parliament ain't mean trusting because of obi ahoma so any obi emra on person de be adwumenti speaker of parliament we funtaban papa penimua watena parliament aye adwuma so parliament almost nkwa nyina ye be speaker of parliament afedie usi ayinana tabi ne boro nyum maami hu ho osima konkon aja fedie wosi Ghana fo akonkon wodi ye sika dasibeti o hwe SSC cite speaker of parliament for causing financial loss to the state
boy kasa
look wodi ye sika agro atopre look and I don't know say ayi kan okumase na all can not the wada keke ewo wuntumi TV okumase awia na keke kan say all can na oye diplomatic say enye speaker no be di yanke bi aba na wawu na me say anakeke usu efibri papa be di speaker sika Ghana for say with papa yi ho yare ho ne akwantu ho na odsan di abro hwe until say Supreme Court ebema ruling say deputy speaker betimi a preside no say vote no anka ichiro so bia na any crucial moment bia ba parliament pa na wafa okonkwanya ne kwan na ko osan bia nipa be 9
asesa domadi na chi no
na omakwa kwota Dubai na oso yakosa na ho yare na okọ na ntokwasi parliament na NDC for twitwa MPs ni blade na yesi no wafa motorcade na motorcade driver no na wakwa ko wu akwan mu ono kwa eyisu security 12 oni papa akofo onya president na akofo adokra president na oyisu security 12 paben eyisu sojafo be se ensia oyisu politifo be se ensia
ade
okambo mu 12 speaker obedi yenti oyisu security for 12 security for 12 eno yisu na eni nyina china sebre ankanya ya abaya dwuma bia wo Ghana ha bia na sebre abai lawyer ni any attorney general etina oye minister of justice and attorney general na minister of attorney general and justice
minister of justice and attorney
general eti minister abaya dwuma bia wo Ghana ha bia no unya asem a o lawyer enti behu no ni ya siu ya say a friend saying that Sibre versus the attorney general. Na se obi pese or the Sibre echo court wa. This na say that Sibre abajuma enia. This was the attorney general the echo court. Because attorney general na ye aban lawyer penia odi aban sem nyina ma no. Na speaker of parliament ibedi ade pe. Na o say okofa lawyer. Na wa trokrata de kwakoma before so betimi procure bibia na say ko PPA no wa track rata da kwa koma PPA for say o pesa o procure the services of a private legal na PPA for aka chen say no wuntimi nyasa because etiamra no afa by force ovia parliament e wo kasama for aye friend Kate Ado o sha ofia se kasama parliament enye ne na papa yi akwa koma afuatenge I resign from the Ghana Police Service. No, I said Naba Betka, Kitado Ho Parliament war. No, I fa a seeding Katia, at Naba Betka Parliamentary Service Board. No, now a fade they say contractor or Parliament war, and you money idea who you know, no, I didn't man and crop war. None we hear a semi by ye. Anna, who could hear say, Mother Hansard, copy back of Parliament. Nipa or ye, Juma, or the Hansard no. MIS and Franco Court no when you say speaker e me bo krata ma no say o ma kire ni nti en say yi na di ana e twe na so
akwiri
yes speaker bo krata ma no owura no say o ma kire no ni nti a en say o twe na so ana say o yi na di sa hazard no andre ho asem kra pi Supreme Court asante patcho fa krata na me de ma no fa krata na to so na ye ni atifo enko krata yi mu kakra be ya or with all a apologies to na yesu jiri say ubetimi a bim na ha ye hade sa krata yi omo tro no December 2022 ena wo tro edekoko ekoma eye o opening na den ha o tro edekoko ma friend say PPA4 na ni ayi nyina na say opese ofa lawyer na lawyer ni no ebe ye iti krata no se na mahu date wo so no ebe ju kura so so ma aisa wala iti o say request for approval to procure the services of external solicitor to support Parliament and the parliamentary service through the application of a single source method of procurement. Into obesa use single source method of procurement. Now odia na PPA4 extra back to ono say we make reference to your letter dated blah blah no date no by there's a letter called 15th November 2022 on the subject above. At the 31st board meeting of the 5th board held on Thursday 8 December 2022, the board could not approve your request to use the single source procurement method to engage a master at law as an external solicitor to support Parliament and parliamentary service at a retainer fee of 5,000 Ghana cedi and a specific fee for the conduct of a constitutional case in the Supreme Court at a fee not exceeding 300,000 Ghana cedi. The board noted that since the Attorney General is the principal legal advisor, the board is of the considered opinion that parliamentary service should continue to use the service of the AG in all legal matters. We count on your usual cooperation. Na clerk of parliament assign and na other koi edekokoma a PPA4. That's bring near Chene say Speaker of Parliament Etrokrata on the 15th of November edekoma PPA4 Public Procurement Authority say opese offer lawyer for na ombuana lawyer for no form no or form through sourcing yes we abon trimu po say
asoma me fa no
we are an person me fa na me dey say adwuma no na obetua na cabo sumi bia 5,000 na anytime a lawyer no be kwako di asem e Supreme Court bi obedi obetua na 300,000 which is 3 billion old cedis and na odi betua no and na PPA tro command say there be ya gitu ye enye mra no na Attorney General any aban lawyer penin enti wo asem bia no a Friday former Attorney General na onhwe no onka asemi ma. Do you know say court asemi ba nyina achi no still speaker PPA that directive na achi no speaker still afa tade sorry and the so law firm no and oni omo eye say adwuma no and otua ne ka
na onyeska no eno ditua mo ka
parliament sika no look parliament sika no last a year or so parliament edin budget and not speaker etimi ka say Senana Kufuado increase parliament budget anya de obe approve o budget media yejuma enti wa fa papa no tade sorry no afa no illegally enti entra ho asem na piebo and na Attorney General ka court no wa employ the service illegally oni emre bia and ba say ya oni pebiti se okuje to ablakwa
eni de ohun nyansa emeka ho asem
ohun ti ni okuje to ablakwa sent okuje to ablakwa where there okuja to ablakwa say ono na o fight na o protect the public peace but okuja to ablakwa is in parliament and parliament speaker of parliament abuse Ghana for esika edi bi sa no ho yare na osansu edi bi etua sika hunu edi mankrofo okuja to ablakwa say where there ohun ye because where there clean where there ye ade speaker ye no eye Emma or abuse Ghana for na ka abuse your resources nyina chi no ankonya de papa watoto parliament mu de nsafo agu ne bag mu se ofu plane wako wo tukwan na endro da civil to serbo no ko no yes o se oko 67th ACP International Conference wo Austria na oba early next month oba be free parliament no obi parliament
Mansoa Heba Clinic na yenkonkope ayarsa wo ho no mo omo de bibidro pure pa e no mo de sa nyaro ahoro ni nyina se eye typhoid fever, stroke, malaria, gonorrhea, candidiasis, syphilis ene yeke ka ho nyina no nya duduru ho de a onya betumi nti onsan emfa mabio omo se men kan kiro se omo okonongo omo branches ni bi water accreditation na Tantra Hill on number 0555 165797 0555 165797 ye free ho ne de ani kiremu ewo Young Executive School ye de nkwara na uko school na ene ya SHS JHS womo placement ya ba nkwara ebu fasui sakura na ntwani ya afina ama ofo na diswa beda so o pese wo mres di ya fa ba no ko Young Executive School omo betre na de yie achechefo ni ya de papa mo nkwara ho abotre ni abada yinti se oba hye ni nsem a eni ma ko yie pa ema na omo nso ewa kande bi ema school ye school e bia kwara no beda e be betena su ade kai be ba fa de na kwaba eni ne keka ho nyina no omo ewo bi ewo ho no mo omo ewo American Town oben ope Kuma Junction kaswa wi ni ba kwantempon no so a on number 0546 071324 0546 071324 obe ko school dia edin ba ko ese dika ba wa adwini mu eye best brain publication fi se abofra no school na oko no obehia textbooks ni niam ahoro odi besua dia abeboa no ama onunguma sua no so atumi akoyie otofa pempama oba brebia usi dance so anya den kra every kg kopim JHS 3 no subject bi a kire no school ho no best brain omo wo ho textbooks any teaching and learning materials ho a ebo ankwada na disua ma niam nyina so ewiem yi nti obatampa mesrew to best brain anguma ni bi ma aba no mfensua de na ebeboa no na aboa won soso pa oni beje ho Kumasi pankro no na best brain wo abede kwa no so a La Posada Hotel achi ho no mo on number 0507 200 200 0507 200 200 and 0504 200 300 0504 200 300 na ye kan ngumasua de unu se ngumasua nyina ti university as a Ghana court na se wiase court ni court ba tan no Supreme Court enti oba no ko school nyina wode nam kakra nyina no so kwa akopie mu university na no pa ye Kamfo Heritage Christian University College amount se fa oba no ko ho ebebo papa emse wa ankasa nso oyi adwuma na apese okosua de na unya bread adwuma di sua de a okọ Heritage Christian University College ebebo o the weekend session aba eno ye 12 months na odi kwa akosua de opese okoye MSc Accounting and Finance, MSc Accounting and Taxation, MSc Human Resource Management ani na nso no omo eye no ho no mo nika NUSC affiliated tukuta mo certificate bi emodu enmunyam wom odi kopa adwuma ya omre amasaman no wo Olympic Stadium na chi ho no ma on number 0532 373 100 0532 373 100 Social Security and National Insurance Trust NET I say was net no fa no personal if you say e your dachi se won fa ho nkohye mu bia ene ye se ohwe ni yie e bia we ya brantie na hia wo we ya brantie na hia wo enye ya se ya kokora na asabere wa na hia wo we ya brantie na we broke a enye ya se we ye abrewa na kokora na we broke because we ntimi nko no otimi aba ntie basa na ato de din pa enti no maka cho se nei no hyase na ne senetufo nyankitawdie pakakra sesi nkakra se be ya nkokra ba ne omere wa bobre mu no omonso betwitwaje wo kane ne de wo ya ban adwuma na abosumi adwuma nkwa na otumi de ho kohye senete nhihye mu no bie ne nso de entesa wudi udwa wo ya nsa no dwuma bia driver wo tuka betumi akodwon ne senete no na otua nkakra to ebre a ahodi ni hobi no na afi omomboa wo na onsusu no otumi anya bibi edi ahwe ho a enkofo how emeto so Mr. From one na bisa ho nsem se bi nyom nkyerechiro mu 0302 611622 0302 611-622 sinetifoɔ se woyɛ ne saa na ɔmbɛboa wo na wankasa wo daakye nso no ɛbɛkɔ yie ama wo nature medics ɛde nnuro bi aba a mekamfo bi ama wo na nɔpɛ yie yɛdi kae ɛyɛ gastromixture no ɛtu stomach ulcer ɛne typhoid fever ase wa aduane tɔ yɛ mu ana yɛ me ɔya no wodeɛ no no wanya diarrhea na indigestion wode ɛyɛ gastromixture ọba obu nsa wote ya wo nsa bu nsisi so ọba ye wo yare ahoro bebi ti se ode pua ne keka ho no white no wunya mensoplus mixture eno nso be ye free ha mo yi free prostaplus mixture dura eboa mema a wo mo prostate kese bi odwonso ntoaso odwonso na bi akem odwonso wote ya no wodura eno no nature medicine no be tonton do bi akwa benye bi ato ho no pe bi atu na odo ani chemu Repash Ventures or Kanshi Dagle no be given na boachi heba wotema committee market. Sorry. Ekus Pharmacy ewo Ashaman main station and House of Drugs and so all a pass for 0244 778899. Sorry. I was for ye to so na yedi ani akyerɛ mu wɔn a wɔn yɛ tire oyɛ ɔbaa oyɛ hairdresser oyɛ bɛrima oyɛ baba mesrɛw yes o salon hɔ obi hɔ owura salon na salon hɔ nyɛ fɛ ɔma hɔ bio owura salon na akandeɛ papa ni ɔma hɔ bio enti kɔ Agrovoc Clippers Ventures na kɔtotɔ nneɛma fa bɛsiesie hɔ nkonwa yɛ tena soɔ deɛ yɛde atitu so ɛho wuri yɛ tiri mu yi deɛ yɛde na sisim na yɛyɛ na ho adwuma yi ni nyina mo papa ɛwɔ hɔ towel warmer, pole light, machine blade, your hair straighter, high hand dryer, and after color down your mahuro baby, twist foam, smooth shaver, baba cape, ubenya noise trimmer ho, clipper comb, and your mahuro baby. Unya euraha. Wumpieno. Na wasati up saloon and sakra no do fee. Unya could do uncle baby uncle baby be and top bio. Nyama abekɔ kama ma timi sɛ ɔkɔ hwɛ metwa kwan na akɔtɔ nipa no bi na fa kɔdi dwuma ɔmo branches ni nie circle Urban City Light Tiptoe Lane ɔne circle mall ne di nhwɛni mu Madina Zongo Junction Urban Best Point Bank no Ashaman Urban Traffic Light no O Tulaku Kofodia Urban Fijasu Post Office Kaswanso Urban Kaswa Runabout ɛna ukɔ Kumasia Keo One Kayetia New Market no any din hwe mu. On number 0243 179091 0243 179091 abajo so. The Virgin Doctor or Lawson Herbal Center was in no ho. Woman Diamond for Kajinamu Lawson Delay Man Capsules. Bema opeso to contentine na on pesa wo tie beju kwam. On person fuel besa o kwemo no wo de Lawson Delay Man Capsules mimine na wa be say yes ahoden e wo ho Lawson Local Mr. no so no etu chlamydia syphilis white genital was gonorrhea ene ne keka ho nyina se e free enipa ho na oye free your Lawson Herbal Mr. no so etu malaria ene ahotutuo ene high blood pressure ene low blood pressure nyina diabetes etuase e ma oye free Lawson no ya bobosuo yi abafra woni mfie dumienu de wonum bi oba wafafuro onum bi e no ba omakoda nufo nso enum bi baba yetonton do bi abenye bi ato ho no mo ope bi atudi a number ne 0248 619999 0248 619999 no ajo de National Health Insurance omampanin dada ajo na jikunkofo ne MPP for the buy no 20 years ni aboa Ghana for pa and this for na kaya begu no so nyame adom na ado ba o masa ahyemu kena nti ene boa pa unhye mu bia na amfa ho nkodwan ya o ye ho abro misrew kane ne de ebia adwuma kontina ubenya bresa ko register health insurance kra na edin ebisa be kwa akodi lan so sa unsu ntumi nya adwuma nkotena ho ene ente sa ene de Dr. Bawumia Dawuro no ofa ofun se ya na wa download my NHIS app no eno anu no ote adwuma mse mti yi minya free bed 2 minutes bia na me dey register anase awuo no registration no anase o time na so no no afa phone no about star 929 hash eno anu no be follow prompt no no register be kan ho me se oda bia me kan ha se enko hospital e ma nurse nkwada bia obetimi awo mo any do atem wo mutirim because so hospital near you be here near so health insurance so now ka se woni bia bo se senas no me mienu a we ko hwe enim na we akọ hwe enim o ma didi watem awie enye ye bi na de hia dem aboawo no amfa ahokyera nkoto abusuafo eso open ho nsem bia busa fra 0544 446 447 0544 446 447 na onchechiru mu me kanfo ntafo ndroi amawo ntafo ndroi ene dandelion ena moringa eye exodus moringa capsules ena exodus dandelion capsules sanro wenye nru kitwa kra na enroi bia tuntun ado bia benye bia to ho yade a atan so ache no wunye bi na onunuma ebetu ase ama why free ope bia tu afre 0544 447033 matuku water eye nsua yade afa mfiripa masone so food and that's what 24 jatum no mde stamp atim so ntunye bi to no ma boa pa ma mutunto nsuo no ya munto bi na man foto pa oye no amasama sapeman on number 0544 0554 633 Active Point Dental Clinic Osimen Kancho so ya sin wadwuma nti problem bia wo bia fabra o me solve ama wo ya dwuma da bia nti fra no pa no twekọ pema nyimire no nsi obehwe wo one number 0554 571779 0554 571779 House and for at the fridge promo aba wa sha ase na obewie no November 8 nti mi so pa fridge atwa ne bo of me ye papa ko Hisense fra o number 0302 550 030255000 na omoncho showroom eben wo na kokoto bi Tabia Herbal Center omni Tabia Herbal Mr ni Tabia Tekuma ba Tabia Herbal Center no malaria hututuo ni sisiare ni ekeka ho Tabia Tekum no so no eye memedura eboa mememe egina wo na so be tonto aduro bia okwa obenye bia to e wo ho pe bia tua no afre 0243 686861 0243 686861 na won so no waje wo de na bibia ai kama bra na wie
okay ano
na me na man kama ho ya chiri
sa
na me bowa
okay that's what I say
all right
okay enti abusu da sebre ena maye so asante ebe ya maye mo eyi kakre number 1 kakra na afi mene empenifo no enshase na yenhwese dia hye no so esi etie aha nti ade atie bia no ana ya be ya aha okay asante de ne sharp media me na me ho ate me kakra so ende okay nti aha okay Auntie, I'm Jesse.
Number one. Goal solution for the nation. It is possible. To make the age, press one.
Yes, sir, Ghana for you now, sir, Dr. Baumiada, number 1. The 7th December, we'll be going to Dr. Baumia.
I know we're going to win December 7th. I'm so excited. Number 1. Baumia, Bani, and Fanchi, free SHS, Abani, and Fanchi, who got to a Kaiser, number 1. Minna, always Minna. Obia to me, number so red, always Minna.
Bahumia order number 1.
Number 1. Order number 1.
Number daya yana farko
Number 1 na number 1. Goal solution for the nation. It is possible. To make the age, press 1.
Yes, sir, Ghana for you now, sir, Dr. Baumiada, number 1. The 7th December, we'll be going to Dr. Baumia.
I know we're going to win December 7th. I'm so excited. Number 1. Baumia, Bani, and Fanchi,
free SHS about the infant check.
Most sure statement by Bonti and Dra. That's bro to the bottom council of state for Kono catchings. Hey, Papa.
TV for ne ultimate for obia so hoye. Oh
ye nyina hoye. Hoye.
Anopedia me am camp my didi mfugum. This man here was some the Presbyterian.
Yes.
This man they say African
last week as a moye last week. Last weekend but na me ni ho.
This weekend.
Okay.
And I mean ye share traditional it ma Jimmy Fugu. Sundays me front to ma.
Okay.
Send me front to my side. Ye chere adeshisem.
Last weekend I wo New Job in South.
New Job in South. Yeah, work no. Yeah, in fact it was very good. Which honorable Ochibefi. Na me sanchia me incoming MP. Honorable Nana Oseje aka Dijo.
Yeah, me ni sia ho.
Me chale pa. Na me chia me hene. Yeah. Did come from peace ho. Me chia da sebre. Ye New Job my hene. Na me dia ba from. Mo say ndi so. Na me dia ba oyoko hene. I was saying adontin for New Job enough.
Yes.
Nana Osebonsu simply the second. Ohene in fact oye okra swag. Ohene ne man for how done akumaso. Na masanchia Nana hima oyeko hima mana kwaba ofi mononiaba michana no pe bebre se onyame nkoswa enye ne kese. And also minya baba akwa me no adwum engineer Benedicta Opokua Achireko and now the birthday na it was so wonderful. Ntimi channel sama ne tinkwa sama na woda so nkokra na me ensha no mane yakese. Yo His Excellency Dr. Momiade and Chakese na be kwama no because one na the next president of Ghana na medical chair His Excellency na nado dan koku fado no na me chair no ma chair Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe, then the incoming Vice President of the Republic. Friends of Napo, yes, a channel, yet an achi. Niamon for Keka to tuna no, any nenko sishi, or you'll be a can cre. Nagana Hano, so be a kind of crena or confidence, ye misconstrue confident, say, or you're arrogant. He's never an arrogant or you're open minded person. Yamishan, yet an achi 100%, or wherever be Vice President. Come 7th January 2020.
Yeah, that's Era Philip Chumiyeboa, and pay so member of the NPP UK communication team. Franklin Osewusu, Rafen citizen on Sabe Kensa. Good morning.
Good morning, Dawuro.
Eliabo Kodi.
Oh, Radiadom. My house and glad to be part of your show.
Naboko Hobo Kodi.
Hoboko.
And there's so I bade your uncle be Mansania to another.
Oh, yeah, David, me what had to say. Yeah, but so somewhere at Jumana, yeah, but Abbe Sobosunia has say. Maybe I pass a twabano call, you be making sure. Obia beto alcohol na can say at the end of the day victory at me Ghana for the NPP victory is victory for Ghanaians, not just supporters of NPP.
Okay.
Yeah. Makane Sanso na me take the opportunity to say hi and me bo NPP UK chairman of AK and me director of communications Kwaku Bimpe. They are doing marvelously.
Last weekend
yes omo boy Juma, and I've been monitoring them since me wo hone me san ba hanyina. So I think they are doing a very good job. The me chair of London chapter for chairman ne mpanyifo ni na me chair NPP UK branch in general. Daru.
Okay. All right, Mati. Ejabeja na Mati Omonkano anopei Obaya NPP US chairperson Obaya so abelandi and so Obaya ema kwaba maybe I will be a adwuma the duty course and no maba no enti mo be de na mo meka ho na ye mo adwuma na ni manko yi So they are being picture promo no so cost so yen for say *256* for hash *256* for sofa number 2 which is Wont to Me Radio Movement TV Accra, number 3 a number of ticket but number 4 you momo pin if you want to me a participate in a being picture promo. But assembly from Supreme Court to campaign to Parliament and all that. Baby abefebia
yo I mean on say me cry about we so we are transparent.
Oh yeah, transparent.
Transparent o.
I mean me dey transparent.
Over me guys say enye nsu we kube nsu.
O dey kube nsu. Ana me dey ni nsu.
Ana dey nsu. Nso ya obensu.
Okay.
Ana petition say abensu so no a. Abensu so no a. Na da na petition say we ya o. One ka difference na dey
but wo dey na kube nsu nti asa nimu no ye kakra se
but obi dey
ayi abensu na ye no ande anyway ye pe
now say ye wa kukudura enu say dey ewu mu no ye ade papa nti no transparent but obi dey ne dey na you opaque e flax mu
aya abensu no so no ma tin fifiri
otim
na onum a boys ne say onum a
wani musisa
wani ti aya no wa shedak na dey odi wani ko so asi
your panibo memo a already end or they say opaque ajimu flax ma
uhun di
omu
etomu osum
to bokakra na fe de obeka bia
bodak
emfa kwemo
boys ne say ya bodak na odi wani ko so asi na be obi hu wani ko so
ya de yamias buya enra in fact ye ma Ghana na say Supreme Court e ma Ghana fo gina hu say ye wo mra e wo man ni mu na sabe untimi enta baabi emfa mra na nhye wonsa constitution no se na enra de na yesua law de but enra manage interpretation e addition Chief Justice Eddie Komu article 98 ne 91 in fact ma mini kan word you can say verbatim Emma o explain chire mu na NDC for South America no edu ba bi a His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Mamiani campaign everything to the base the feedback in your fee northern in your fee voter region specifically Akachi any senior na name ko mu here unso da bi as a campaign no papa ya take over did they have to do some skirmishes and do a name be ma oman my hey and then omo ye no but Supreme Court aka say omo na oman constitution no 1990 constitution at the time PNDC for esha se me nyina kan adwobom ye choye no Supreme Court pe eno oman ma no tumi no say onya interpretation ene yeti hey se menunya asema Supreme Court on ahead you be share from circuit court to high court to appeal court the final arbiter wine Supreme Court sana adua kakra isuan sana kire enti se BBC na se enti ase anya adwuma na nipa ni bi complain say oh na MPP for anya ade ye fe na so wanya ade say ye ni NDC for kuku emrana na yakọ I think say your customer say onipa we or a demon possessed. So what is that Canada? Accused of attack. So this one is a demon possessed. And now you excuse so uchemo akwabi kike ma otunu honhom efi ni manu ko gu sabi oprakum. I think say speaker me kan kra or ya power possessed. Power
to me abro no.
To me awura no.
Said dia akokwa abro se.
Say na akokwa abro sa. And I say na demon every nipa mu a na obeso di bonin sana papa na every mu he's power possessed but the catch no on tia say ono me manto abama no Ghana for Ghana for yanto abama speaker ye to abama ye parliamentarians and na chief justice kan also who to me deprive me because me nipa me to abama ne say ono next parliament or co independent no me to abama no end the 9th of January 2025 and na the tenure of office ebe Satan na me to abama no do ultimately deprive me right say Ghana ma to abama asumesi say okojo boafo say omeye MP mame na ono at a point also onko MPP di ko independent that period na aka to the 9th of 6th of January 2025 no he's still my member of parliament. You can't take it from me and as Supreme Court can was mtinyami aduma also be on fan statement mra Now, actually, by 11th of November, the ruling will be done.
Yes.
What I say, when the friend say law, I mean governance, that is how it is. There's a hierarchy. The three arm of governments, no be a jan, but America say, what we say in times of overthrow of a government or what you call a coup d'etat. Now say coup d'etat is here. Do you know the people who are affected? Parliamentarians, any Tugu, any executive, but the judiciary will forever be the judiciary. They don't change. And I mean, say Cuba, send the government of MP has overthrown. Manu Susuminaso. The president is no more because that is what it means. Oh, the executive will be taken over. Then parliament will also be what? Will be abrogated.
How can I first?
How can I first? There is no parliament, but the judiciary will forever be what? Be judiciary. Mamika Sam say minimum sema baby echo in your court. A court na echo. And the judges no to me it's not from my lord. They did from my lord. My uradi. I don't mean laws. Are they God? No. But they are we refer to them as our laws, our laws. Why? Because they represent the authority of God. Sende, Masamba. Now, Yademiko court, it is only the judge, not even the police. Police will do what we call prosecution. They cannot sentence me or be prosecute me for committing a crime. But your court is a judge that will determine say me go jail and I say me go fee. Now, Onyaka say me go jail. Nothing will save me. I can be the president. I can be whoever. Once a sentence has been charged and has been declared on me, me po yedim betu. And so your president, so your speaker, so your member of parliament, say judges and make it ruling. Now we boost one tina butu cry and require contempt and amboa. And then ma your former general secretary, Sir John. Then he am fine no Supreme Court. He was a lawyer.
Yeah.
What I say, Samuel Kumuna, then I'm finding you Jojo Muna Supreme Court to be Kaya.
Yeah, can crunch.
I say, have you seen your rare size? I told you, I don't know. Have you seen your rare size? The speaker, yes, sir, no. She don't be power drunk. And yes, sir, or your least mistake, I'm not China. And for the speaker, nobody pay your constitution, nobody is above the constitution. To boom and so, I'm not no bedi. Into a foot on a demand. Nany baby Edri, I cover 2 months. Now on the parliament to a few. Into then or Hano. 2 months per over how one walk with jail. You're tuneful, or a penny, or a sign lawyer come. Into already never, you know, Mark Mama, I'm running a Juma, or mine on your dear, and a young people dear, or money NDC dear, or money and me, ying dear. Before MPP and NDC, there was Ghana, and Ghana will always be Ghana. Dear catch room. Na omunyi o man dachi ho na omunyi e man dachi ne ma maranya djuma ko ye de acha the next 50 years obi enu a me yeji obesan trase ye nyina bewu but what about the next generation yanyu o man ho na yenye system America system a yenim so we kwa America there. That is the system we are building. UK, that is the system, that is where we want to reach. As a me at any point in time, irrespective of family and me me kala abusuan kasa meka sameka agbe sameka kan. Once I'm a Ghanaian, I'm entitled to everything. Obi American na or America obi ntimi kasa o American ya o tietia o American ya o continue this. There's nothing like that. Until yesterday we are building a nation. A nation building start like that. Diema kwana system ni adwuma na testing the laws and no anybody make say we have systems working. We have systems working. The speaker futu na so otu kwan otu kwan a ye be ka che ne say inti your deputies
and then adano so say parliamentary convening no
onko
atoto parliament nsafo aguni botu
onko but ye parliament there is a deputy and a deputy speaker no there's even a second deputy parliament will be recalled or bad or penonye constitution na be sanko Supreme Court of another interpretation. They cannot take us for right. I don't say Ghana no mukwan there. No, yeah, na Ghana, we are the shareholders of the corporate body called Ghana. Yeah, near shareholders. Yeah, near October 7 December. Oh, we are just one person. Yeah, near October. Yeah, no money there. And you general meeting, which is 7 December, and a general meeting. And annual general meeting of Ghana. 7 December. On money na you be shareholders na be share. I'm here taking decision, and we are going to vote the next directors of the company called Ghana. In the end, they cannot take us for a right. the sovereignty resides in we the people of Ghana. Yen a sovereignty. Yen a 2 minutes. Yen a idea mama say money. The other people in this or money yen idea. Jefutu na edema end this for. Omutimi ema money ungovernable. They cannot. 2 months na kano. On majority on train no call house to us and campaign. No more prison menya to me. No be majority on open. Yes, idea they should forget it. The majority is still MPP, and we will continue to rule this country until the 7th of January. The best swaying His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Wamiano. Ghana still that's just a coup for sir.
All right. Era Philip Chumi Yeboah and Martin Kame court citizen China on also baby I mean baby obefa. You know obefa here no paying.
Oh yeah, my first Supreme Court as okay. You see that rule yet your mind and as every community say ye cressy or say ye crew and anything ye paying for na
omudi o mine
na esa say asamba that rule wadwin ye different chumti ho any day ye different nti ya two ekuo asi wo say edumre bi a ya dwen enko ben kromu a that team should be the arbiter no mo fa asam nto ba bia e wo say asem eda. In our case, or in a corporate Ghana case, Supreme Court is the final arbiter of all constitutional disputes or matters. And even the President of the Republic, the Vice, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Omokrano, they are under the rules and the laws of the country. Obi enso enchen emra. Inti sa semasi. Now, in an organized society, often sa won't be biasia. I was so here as in Dibia, and I was so court.
Now, the law laws no crown. They are also under the same law, and Nutina so almost so yetimi my name and so there's a way or a procedure to impeach them and take them off that position. And you be any immunity.
No, be any immunity. And he's a Speaker of Parliament. Now, a member of Parliament, or the majority leader, and for that matter, the leader of Parliament, one ruling not on TSA. Now, of course, and Kamubekano 1-on-1, but or Munia more or Kwaya person of fascination, person with pinching, as a civilized person and a law-abiding person, but be I was all called the Supreme Court. Wako Supreme Court, I say, hold on with your ruling until say because what's the mentia would the rate across say Supreme Court and revoke you or no or reverse or no decision or the abroad.
Well, Supreme Court SND process abroad there. What's the one year? But we could the same court. So you see
the contradiction, and you see
arrogance of power.
Some way you see, Babin is becoming a tyrant, and I think so or no need to know the interpretation of power kakra over Parliament House. No, of course say.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you say power in nation sir. Okay, now send that power by showing as Speaker of Parliament. Now we say Supreme Court need to me over you are President, and so I can say Supreme Court need to me one so is the nation heading to a jungle?
Yeah.
And once we are in a jungle, it means the country is going to become ungovernable.
Yeah.
But you see that will Mumayan Fayagri and see Adiaba Koso. NDC is losing all the plots. Lost the plot on the economy from January. On my dream, so Ghana for the Obiano say, excuse me, Ghana the economy is more until they were going to win election based on amount for complaints, but not based on more solutions. Sir, amount for who so. Look, simple slogan cry. You can tell me NDC doesn't have even a single slogan. Let's not talk about even policy. Policy table. They are not even there, and I don't know when they will be there. And I know Omulusuye. My question for she said Galab say so John Mahama. What time when I started here? You couldn't fight it. Inus Afuseni couldn't fight it. He gave up. Then came the president, who even put his presidency on the line and did everything that
is available for him to do to make sure say galamsey menace no ebejai ye gusu a ye ne amanfo kasa se ombejai na mo nkrofo mati mo nkrofo agu busha omu encourage omu to do no mo nkrofo keke wo environment minister is it Tony Obin
no minerals commission
no ka Kwaku boy encouraging them, promising them say the very day John Mahama be winning, they should come back to continue the galamsey. So how and that's Sajin Samoa. Why do you blame the president? Why do you blame the president? And I'm demonstrators I say and no amfa. So the last straw is what? It say Omeyusu Bambi. But you see yes, we have a collective responsibility, but Babin must understand, say, at the end of the day, no, a deep and obeja in the history books of Ghana. Yes, you can do the NDC's bidding, but is this the way to do it? So we'll be bringing the country on its knees, because once Parliament is not functioning, let's all understand, say, it means the country is not functioning. Yes. It's not functioning. Now, Obia Kabibia, Wuswuntie, Obia Country, Wuswuntie, Council of States, about when Cheni Wababe Kasa. Now, partially what you say, now what some conditions are too quiet. And like Chum said, Ayamra, say, Speaker Niwa, our 2 deputies, one of them can deputize. Into Sophie, Australia, or Sahifan or Oba, not so on Tiasia. He can run back to the Supreme Court to seek redress. That is what civilized people do. Not fighting on the floor of Parliament, not fighting over who sits where. Our Parliament. So they've lost all the plots. Every plot they've lost. And they know, sir, they are losing this election. And the last time I was making a submission, and I think, sir, the NDC probably now, the only solution for them is to let's create chaos. Chaos is here, anarchy sets in, and then probably power sharing and all of that. They are thinking about all these alternatives. Don't downplay NDC for the almost diabolic brace. They are thinking of all these avenues. But you see, Ghana, as far as I'm concerned, I think say we've gone so far. Even though you complain, say no, mama, you know, the economy is hard, yes, but the teachers are being paid. Economy is hard. Farmers in complain, say, Omunya farming implements. It got to a time in Ghana here, second crowd with the Bedoni Nyabi. Yes, the economy is hard, but free senior high school is ongoing, uninterrupted. Yes, the economy is hard. Nurses are being paid. Nurses are being recruited. Nurses are about 4 years. You know, MPP is able to absorb them. So you see, Obia, despite the difficulty or the general difficulty, every individual has a little comforter. Or they compare John Mahama timer, comfort to the So don't think so. But me incite any Ghanaian or every Ghanaian against the MPP government. No, Obia was little comfort. I want to say, Obia munia ekoso. So economy here, but the roads are being constructed massively. So and Dawuro, I think say Abang Bagwin it's not only Ghanaians and dinner fairly. Cry.
All right. 80 citizen Anna Martinica hi wouldn't to me radio 95.9 movement television. So resume you touch on the campaign kakra. Nafi reference.
Yo me mami remember now. Netie say elections any campaigning is about policies. Me boy. The MPP has been consistent. Now you can't share Ghana for say this is what niya ye any ye can wasem. Any ye pesi ye and any ye pesi san ye magana for ne can wasem. And that is what is happening. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Debia or Obekubia is telling Ghanaians what the MPP have done. And ye san be ye be ya kan. And that is our manifesto, and that's the things that we are talking about. And unti say ye can't be say ebi amukaso na economy no na bamia I find His Excellency Dr. His Excellency John Dramani Eka say But I may answer questions. And the focus was you're talking about the internet city now a devalue this animal. I mean, can't say now yen Ghana for Romantic as I say. In economics, a free Pareto equilibrium. Pareto equilibrium as what you call trade-offs. In say even now, say we reduce what you call unemployment. There are other variables in the economy that will be affected. So in economics, that's why in economics, you have to be ceteris paribus, all things being what equal. In order to make certain things realistic, you need to hold other factors constant, with the exception of price as a determiner. What I say. And in as much as you increase our GDP, debt to GDP, we are also increase the base, the GDP as the gross domestic product or expenditure or income, anyhow you want to call it. Nigga, the same. Because expenditure be a year in putting up an infrastructure, it is increasing our expenditure and it's invariably increasing our GDP. That is what it means. What I say. When you are doing that, the other trade-off, and say the debt component of it is also going to increase because you need money to be able to create or spend that money or make that expenditure. And there is no way you're going to increase in infrastructure development without creating more debt. It can never happen. It can never happen. Then that means that you are living in a different world. That is why in our manifesto, when it comes to infrastructure, we have categorically yaka na yesan kabim na no na ye kanche the average Ghanaian the average free HS beneficiary why osua basic economics or secondary school na ye kire omo eno na ye di e katom say we are going to work on. Look, one of the things His Excellency Dr. Mauru American Wasam in our manifesto, we hear chapter expand public infrastructure. What we are seeking to do is that now the financing model, no, we are not going to do the normal debt. No, we have realized normal debt, no, increase the cost of capital or the interest of borrowing, there be an cost. Now the novelty, and I said